Right. I think I sent it to both of you guys. Did you see the Timberwolves? I don't know if it was like halftime or in between quarters with the two Wolves mascots. It was like
No.
the clip was like best part of having NBA package worth
No.
every dollar.
Oh, NBA League Pass, dude.
So
No,
funny. Yeah,
the funniest NBA League Pass moment I've had is I was just watching a game, and I think it was like Jewish History Month or something, and it's just like these these guys, and they're just playing 5-on-5 at halftime, and they're just so terrible. And I'm just like, I want to bet on this. Where can I bet on this?
All right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
You ready for the longest pod of all time?
Locked in.
Made sure to eat dinner before this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm gonna grow hungry. Luckily, I got a soda, a half a ginger ale to hold me over. Let me add the thumbnail, and then we're good to go.
Yeah, you see some wild stuff.
Picks posts can be insane.
Yeah.
When we post it, it's all of them.
It's just 50 picks.
Yeah, it's 50 picks.
It's like one of those, like, I get the ads and it's like data science in like 3 months, and it just has like 50 different like lessons on one Instagram post.
All right, I'm posting on my Snapchat story.
Evan Legger, anytime touchdown parlay.
18
It's
leggers.
a lock, Jerry.
For one game, 18 leg anytime touchdown.
You get the U.S. government if you win. The entire GDP of America is given to you. I feel like the Cowboys this season was like, I saw so many like posts of like anytime touchdown parlays, and it's 5 Cowboys guys, and it's in one game, and I'm like, how does that hit? And it does.
People just don't know, like, they don't know how to gamble.
No. But like I'm saying, some of the Cowboys games, like there would be games where Dak would have one to like Turpin, Cooks, TD, Pollard, Ferguson, and they would all score in the same game. And I'm like, how do 5 different players?
They're probably all riding the same parlay.
Yeah.
That's our boys.
We got to get together. Yeah, it's an easy game.
Listen up.
We're all scoring.
Every time someone switches on Forbes, he's scoring.
Wait, do they regulate? Are you not allowed to bet in the NBA? Because I've seen so many.
No, you're not allowed to bet anywhere.
But I've seen so many. Well, Josh Hart is always yapping on Twitter about his parlays, and then.
Well, you can bet on sports that aren't the NBA.
Yeah, but did you see the clip? It was the Warriors, and it's Gary Payton and Chris Paul after like a pointless 3 the Hawks make, and
the bench was all pissed. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And
they covered.
They didn't cover, and they only won by 11. And Gary Payton's looking at
Chris Paul
I saw
like
that. He just lost his entire paycheck.
He probably did.
There's a great Luka Garza clip. It's Iowa. They're playing some shitter school, and they're up like 30, and they get a layup in the last 10 seconds, and it cuts him on the bench, and he's just like, it's so funny.
We haven't even started the pod.
Yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
All right. It's going to be fun. All right. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I am your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
Doing well. We got a special guest here, Wyatt Bunting, avid commenter, big fan. Chris's former roommate. He's got connections all over the place. He's wise enough to make it on. How you doing?
I need to be rocking the tank top right now. I'm actually probably the only Wise Guys fan with a wife beater, so It's
You
an
probably
opportunity.
are. You probably are. If I think I can look at the data, you probably are the one of one who has bought in the
Let's
Wise
go.
Guys beater.
I'm gonna sell that
I
one
was
day
expecting
for
like
like.
a jersey reveal, just like rip off the sweatshirt, like
All right.
like the Wise Guys.
I've been waiting for this for months. Foosh.
Chris, I remember I said I would buy that if like this bet hit I hit or something when we were living together. I was like, if this bet hits, I'll buy your Wise Guy's wife beater.
that's why we give out the picks.
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
And that
you got a
and
lot
that's
of
why
picks.
that's why you're here, Wyatt. Because
I am you know, the local degenerate who has all the wise locks.
so the Super Bowl is of course Sunday. Chiefs, Niners. We're going through the best prop bets of the game, and it's gonna be wild. There's not gonna be a lot of structure to it. So get your notebooks out. Get ready to write down the best picks, and they'll be posted on Saturday for us. But get started. Who wants to start us off? Do you have anyone do the national anthem?
No, I didn't touch it. I'm not
singing
that.
national anthem?
I'm not.
I didn't even
I
know
mean,
who
I'll
sang it.
probably get there before the game just because I'll be itching for something there, but I didn't touch it in my research.
In the initial research. All right. Well, I guess I'll start. I had Tails. I mean, it never fails. It's on a hot streak. Tails is on. I think it's 4 Super Bowls in a row. Tails. Got to ride the momentum. Football is all about a game of momentum.
Does that mean the heads is due, or is that just like we're gonna ride it until it fails?
I think
say the second just because I'm the
I mean,
Tails
if
guy.
Tails,
Yeah,
never
I'm a
fails,
t-
then
yeah.
I like that play, Brady.
I'm a Tails guy.
And
for sure.
I think the books offer the coin flip at even odds, right? You're not even getting scammed.
I
by the
saw it on
minus one.
DraftKings. It was plus 100.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? That's nice.
Yeah.
But,
I got
yeah.
FanDuel has it minus
That's a classy
104. That's not classy. Minus 104. is not
Dang.
classy. Both of
Not
them are
classy.
minus 104.
Well, it's better than the
That
normal.
might
odds,
end up
but
being the only bet that they lose money on.
yeah.
That's true.
That's
I
funny.
lose like $20, but
My roommate has
I love
100 on
Tails.
Tails. There's a lot riding on Tails this Super
You
Bowl.
might as well just go play roulette.
Has it really
at
been
that
4
point.
Super Bowls in a row?
Let me look it up.
It
I
is
know
a
there's
lot.
there's got to be a stat. All right. Across. I mean, it's been 30 tails, 27 heads. Longest
It has the
streak
edge.
went from Super Bowl 53 to now. Oh, what?
What Super Bowl is this?
Oh,
Wait.
58.
That's not 50. I can't.
58.
The Roman numerals is messing me up.
It's 58.
Yeah, I know that.
Have you ever seen the clip of like the Google
Oh, here it is.
searches, and it's like the time of the Super Bowl, and it's like people googling Super Bowl and people googling how to read Roman numerals.
Yeah,
and it, like
Like the
the
Google
first
trend.
week of February, and they just tank. Yeah.
Okay, that was a lie. It was tails, heads, tails, heads.
I
They
didn't
come in pairs.
They come in pairs. Tails is up. Tails is up. I
Alright.
mean, it never fails. I like it better that the momentum's not riding with it now, honestly. Because Chris had the great point. Doesn't that mean heads is due? Heads is definitely take the last snapshot of 4 years. It's all tails. It's all tails.
All right.
All right, we're spending way
I
too much time
respect
on
it.
this.
I respect it.
All right, fine.
All right.
Where do you want to go then? You want to
Let's
go
move on.
MVP? You want to go some
I
game
was just gonna
scores?
start on the first drive.
Oh, all right. Let's go right at the beginning. All right, I love it.
Let's get to the end of the game. I have a couple for the first drive. I have Kelsey to catch a pass on the Chiefs' first drive,
Easy.
just minus 160. That
Okay.
feels like free money.
Yeah, that
Even
is
though
free
like you're getting some juice on that, but that feels free,
It does.
right?
A 3.
I like that.
feel
Like
like
if
the
they get
Chiefs-
one first down,
Yeah, 1 first down, and that's easy. But the Chiefs, I feel like they've been starting slow for the last few games. I mean, their offense has been there, but like, I don't know. I like it though. I think minus 160s might be pushing it a little bit too much, but I think the value's there.
I mean, I feel like the last couple games like Kelsey has looked like old Kelsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
No,
brought
I-
him out of the garage. They're using Kelsey out here for the Super Bowl. speaking of Kelsey catches, I like his over 6.5 minus 150. Ride shaking his head.
Also feels so easy.
That does feel easy, but all right.
7 catches.
Pick,
Come on.
it's gonna be very simple. It's just gonna be Kelsey under 72.5 receiving yards. I get he's been on a tear. I don't give me the raised eyebrows. All right, listen. 49ers, they allow the 5th lowest targets to tight ends and the 6th lowest completion percentage amongst those. And I mean, all the hypes around Kelsey, you can't tell me the lines aren't a little bit rigged. Not rigged, but I'm saying they're probably
that's the thing.
They gotta be juiced. You gotta fading the superstars in a time in a game like this. It always feels like the wrong idea, but for me, this just feels so right. I feel like 72 is still a lot for a tight end. He is Kelsey. I just feel like the 49ers, like, they're much more susceptible to a guy like Rashi Rice or however you pronounce his name killing him rather than Kelsey. I feel like they'll just be damned if they let Kelsey beat him, you know, because it's just the same shit every year. Kelsey. And I think 72 is a lot of yards to give, but I think at even money, I think that's a good play.
I don't hate it. I like your reasoning. I like because you're right. And
I hate Travis Kelsey.
If okay, all right. Well, you shouldn't have said that. All right.
Discredited
Everything you just said.
60-second spiel, which had like real numbers.
Yeah, that had a really good point.
I just really don't like that.
No, well, that's what gets me to put the money in the bet in places that I actually don't like them. You know, the rest of that's the logic behind it. What has to go. You know, at the end of the day, we're gambling men.
All right, but back to what you were saying. All right, I like your points that you made. I do think their focus is going to be on Travis Kelsey because, I mean, if you're gonna lose the Super Bowl and let Travis Kelsey have 140 yards and 2 touchdowns, you're gonna feel like an absolute buffoon. But if you lose the Super Bowl and MVS has 75 yards and Rashid Rice has 2 touchdowns
and Kadarius Toney catches 1 pass,
then like you're not gonna feel like an idiot. So
he's actually playing, isn't he?
He is.
Is he?
Did you see his Instagram live last week?
Yeah,
he was like,
when they said I ain't injured.
I'm
actually hurt.
There's no way he's actually playing in the Super Bowl.
No. Did you hear Ocho Cinco was like, he was on the BR Betting podcast and he said, my hottest take is I'm taking Kadarius Toney first touchdown.
No. That's that's charity.
Doesn't mean he's gonna play.
No, he's not playing. There's no way.
He could be healthy
and he's even if he does play, he's got to be like wide receiver 4 at this point.
Yeah, he's not he might suit up, but he's not playing in the Super Bowl. Maybe I should make him a punt returner, honestly. They should just put him back at punt returning. He's fantastic at that.
Dude, he can't catch a cold. I wouldn't trust him to catch a punt.
Oh, dude, he was a punt. Remember in last year's Super Bowl, he was great.
If he sees it for a long enough time, if he's not running.
Dude, if he lines up in the correct position and gets the ball in open space, that he could get a touchdown.
He is dangerous in open space. Wasn't he? Was he a first round pick for the Giants?
Yeah.
Was he picked by the Giants?
Yeah.
What a weird story.
Yeah, dude's not having a great.
They can't acquire offensive players to save their life.
No.
Aside from Barkley.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about the Giants.
Every
Or
receiver
Saquon. All right, I'm about to put one more play out there, kind of change it up a little bit. All right, this one, it seemed at first I was looking at the lines and I was like, this has to go over, and then I looked in a little bit more, and this is my lock it in 100% guaranteed lock of the day of the Super Bowl. Nick Bosa under 3.5 combined tackles. You guys might not believe this, but this has happened 14 times this season and 5 in a row. He hasn't gotten over 3.5 tackles.
Well, I mean, I guess if he's not getting a tackle for loss or if he's not getting a sack, he's probably not getting a tackle.
Right, yeah. Like last game he had 3 tackles, 2 of them were sacks. Like his line, it is minus 150, so you do have to kind of give up a little bit more value, but I mean, it's hit
It's not
14
bad.
times this season, and
Yeah, that's good numbers.
the
That's
last 5
insane.
games.
Why is
That's
the
great
line set
numbers.
there?
I don't know. He has had 3 exactly. I think like 7 of the games. Like he always gets about 3, but he had like the games he went over. He got like 6 and 7. So that might be why his line is juiced. But like the
So
majority of his games are just under. Like he's a beast. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like if they're going to be running the ball, they're going to be running it towards him.
no,
They're
yeah, they're gonna
gonna
run
be
it
trying
towards
to
bum Chase Young.
yeah. Did you see someone put I think it was like $25 on Chase Young to win Super Bowl MVP at like 20,000.
That's a charity event, bruh. That's a charity event. Like, why are you
Get him
doing
as
that?
far away. I wouldn't bet on him for
No
anything.
way. Yeah, I don't care if the odds are plus 18,000. Like, or
Yeah.
I don't care, man. That's terrible. All right.
Yeah. So that's what I think is the freest play.
I like that. That's a good play.
I don't hate that.
It didn't make any sense.
I mean, betting against pass rushers to get tackles, I feel like the line is that high.
Yeah.
It's a big line.
Mahomes is pretty good at avoiding sacks though too. You know,
Yeah.
he does
Yeah.
know how to
Okay. So that gets me to one of my plays, which is one of my favorites, and that's 49ers total sacks under 1.5. I know that I know they have Bosa and Chase Young, but like, I feel like if he doesn't want to, he's not taking any sacks.
Is that even money?
Their line has played really well. It's plus 130. They had 2 last week, but they had 0 in both the first 2 playoff games.
I like that too. I like
Mahomes,
that a
no
lot, yeah.
sacks. No sacks on Mahomes.
Under 1.5.
Under 1.5.
One sack or less.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I can
Plus money.
I like you're getting plus money and you can still get that 1 sack. I like that. You get some insurance there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that a lot actually. I think that's good. Mahomes is just I swear he's
I
like
also like.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
But I'm just saying I swear he has like eyes in the back of his head. He has like I mean I don't want to meat ride the guy, but he is just truly like a general like his football IQ is on par with the greats, and he's only been in the league for I mean 6-7 years, whatever it's been, but his spatial awareness is incredible, and I feel like at a game like this, he really isn't going to want to take more than 1 sack.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, it's the most impressive thing with him to me is that like the arm strength and the tight window throws are impressive, obviously, but like he never looks panicked when he's under pressure.
No,
Like the way that he just floats outside the pocket, and it's like, how can you not tackle him? But he's just so slippery, and like he throws it away more than anyone I've seen, I think.
definitely.
Maybe it's just because like I'm used to watching Sam Howell. It's like anytime that he's pressured, it's just an automatic sack. But it is like it's ridiculous how hard it is to get to him.
So
He's not like Lamar. He's not a burner.
while we're talking about sacks, FanDuel has a special of Chris Jones and Nick Bosa, each to get a sack, basically. 340 plus 340.
I was looking at Chris
I guess
Jones.
it could happen and not tank my bet.
No, and it can happen and also not tank Wyatt's bet.
Yeah. I was looking at Chris Jones's over sacks because he was plus money to even get 1, and I liked that a lot. So and I feel like that's good money because I feel like they were putting Bosa at like minus 150 to get 1, and then Chris Jones like plus 130. So I mean, if we're just thinking traditional parlay, those are good odds. 340. Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, I mean he had 10.5 this year. He only has half a sack in the playoffs, but
Yeah, I saw
Chris
he was
or Nick?
cold, but
Super Bowl.
Chris,
what'd you say?
was it Chris or Nick that you were talking about? 10 in the
I was
season.
talking
no
about.
other
I was
player.
looking at Chris's over for a sec. Yeah, because I mean, I'd take him at plus money over Bosa at minus money any day.
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
Against Purdy versus Mahomes.
I like that.
I think Chris Jones is the most impactful defensive player in this game.
Yeah, and
Like,
for
more so
a
than
long
Bosa.
time. Yeah,
I think he has the option. Like, I think on an average game, it's probably Bosa, but he has the chance in a big spotlight like this to take the reins and take control. You know what I mean? Does that
Mhm.
make sense?
Yeah, no.
Where like on a
I
game to
like
game basis, it seems like Nick Bosa regular season, gets
Yeah.
probably the more stuff.
I
But like
like
in a
that.
big
One of my plays was Jones to get a sack at plus 130. So I think that goes really well.
Also, Purdy's a lot more sackable.
Right. I really want to see Purdy in the Super Bowl. This is such a defining moment for his. He's been like proving him wrong already, but like if he can pull off
Barely
beating
though, barely. The first 2 games were rough.
first 2 games were rough, but I mean that defense let up 27 points to the Lions in like that, and he came back and
Yeah,
I mean
no, I know.
he brought him right back in a half of football and beat. I mean he did beat Gambling Dan, but I mean
gambling Dan.
like he had some help with the degenerate Dan Campbell, but I really think he's been proving
Yeah,
himself.
I'm like willing to give him 60% of his flowers this far. Because like he has played well when it matters most, but it's also like they had to have some things go their way to get to that point where like he could take a deep breath and be like, all right, like we're back in the game, like we got a shot at this.
If
'Cause it felt like if the Lions were able to come through and like even one of those 4th downs or like the IU play doesn't happen, then they're pretty
They
much
definitely
dead.
had luck on their side. I agree.
if the Niners win the Super Bowl and like Christian McCaffrey wins the MVP, he's got like 2 touchdowns, he's got like 100-something yards. Brock Purdy has like I don't know, he's got like 230, 1 touchdown, no picks. Are we still gonna be like, I mean, I don't know if this Purdy guy's any good?
No,
If he has no picks,
I think
then I'm in.
if he has no picks, I think it's crazy. Just quick side note, I think it's crazy that Shanahan was legitimately thinking about bringing Brady back for another year. Like, have you seen all that buzz?
I saw that,
I mean,
but like,
did they promise
sure, I'm
his
sure.
job as long as Brady didn't come out of retirement?
I'm sure, like, I'm
Isn't
sure
that
the.
applied at like almost every team.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm sure if Brady called for any of these guys, they would throw their quarterback out immediately.
Oh, sure,
I mean,
if
at least,
Brady
like,
called,
probably
but
20
I think he
teams.
was the one who was pursuing Brady. I think he was
I'm sure he
saying
was.
like he sat Purdy down and was like, "You're our guy," but I just feel like I would take that personally if I was Purdy.
No way. If I'm sitting there
I mean-
and my coach goes, "Hey, we have a chance to get Tom Brady," like you might not be the starter, but any other scenario, you're the starter. But like
also know that
we
you
might
get
get Tom
hurt,
Brady.
Like, Brady's not
You get
staying for
hurt
more than a
in the
year.
championship game, can't prove yourself, and then you got to wait a whole nother year to prove yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, but it didn't happen.
I don't
So
know.
I mean, like, well, he's
It
in the
didn't
Super
happen.
Bowl.
Purdy
Right.
thrown interception is minus 140.
No, he doesn't do it.
Out
He's
there.
staying clean.
He's
You don't
staying
think
He's
clean,
staying
Chris.
clean.
clean?
But one
Who
Purdy.
we wait. By the way, who are we rooting for? I'm rooting for the Niners.
Me too.
Bang bang Niner gang.
I hate Shanahan.
No, I want the Niners can't lose
Also,
2 Super
There's
Bowls in a
no
row to
way
the
you're
same
rooting
team.
for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I
Yes, they
know.
can. They absolutely can.
You're a Mickey Mouse sheep. Have fun with your Taylor Swift wedding and Travis
Yeah.
Kelsey.
You're probably gonna be listening to Taylor Swift the whole game, aren't you?
I bet you're not even having a Super Bowl party. It's a
I only
Taylor
watch
Swift.
the commercials.
It's a Taylor
I
Swift
just listen
halftime
to
party.
Taylor's whole collection.
No, but there should be a
I think
separate.
Shanahan's a little weasel.
Yeah.
He's annoying.
While
when
we're
he
on the
used to be.
topic of
That's literally
Purdy,
the only reason. And Trace Young, I don't want to see him win.
yeah, whatever. You're not gonna convince me with your reasoning.
I'm very spiteful.
Honestly.
The
Honestly.
only reason.
Okay, but while we're on Purdy, I'm gonna spit out my next play. I got Purdy under 20.5 completions in the game, and I just don't see him going over that. I see this Chiefs defense as a really good passing defensive team. It's 10-8 on the season for him, and I just think they're going to rely on McCaffrey way more in the run game than in the passing game, because it didn't like the whole thing with that Ravens game is like the Ravens barely ran the ball that entire game, and they're known for their running game, and it showed. Like they tried to pass and they just beat him, and I think Shanahan's smart enough to look at that game plan and be like, all right, we're going to run the ball down their throat. We got the best running back in the league. And I just think, I know 28.5 seems low compared to like Mahomes. I think his line's at like 27. But I just don't see him completing 21 passes in this game. I see the under happening there. He could get some big yards like
I like
Ayuk.
that pick.
Ayuk loves his bombs and that, but I don't see 21 completions.
I don't mind that. They went
Like,
away
I like that.
from they went away from the running game in the Lions game because they, were down, and he still only had 20 completions. I guess they didn't technically go.
Yeah,
But
like
they rely on the
they're
running
definitely
game.
a big play offense. Like Ayuk, I think he leads the NFL in like longest receptions. I think I saw a stat. It was he was maybe top 10 in total yards or top 15, but like bottom in receptions. So he's only a big play guy. And he could easily get 250 yards in under 20 and a half completions.
Yeah, and all these guys
The only thing that
average
worries
like
me a little
10
bit
yards a
is-
catch. So
Yeah.
it's definitely
Yeah, I just worry about Shanahan, like Super Bowl Kyle. The 2 Super Bowls he's been in was obviously 28-3, and then
they're
the
up
other
by
game
10.
with the same teams when they blew the 10-point lead.
Yeah.
And I worry that he's just like, if he gets tight, like towards late third quarter, early fourth quarter, and he starts like getting away from what they're good at. That's the only thing that I would worry about with the completions.
Yeah. I just think it has good value there.
That
at
might
future
have
money.
no merit to it whatsoever.
The other thing that would worry me about the completions is his just short game. Like he's just gonna throw. He's gonna throw a lot of out routes and flat routes and
Yeah.
get some easy completions that way. But I do like it. I do like it because their game plan is gonna be wanting to run the ball. I don't mind that at all. Do you anyone see Purdy?
If they're gonna win the game, I feel like it should be less than this.
Did you
I agree.
anyone find? I couldn't find it on FanDuel. Purdy rush attempts.
I didn't see rush attempts. I saw his rush yards was 12 and a half though.
Yeah, I just saw that. I don't like that at all.
No,
I like his rush attempts though because if they're winning at the end, a kneel down counts as a rush.
Check prize picks.
Purdy is 3.5.
Prize picks. I don't have
3
any
and a
money.
half.
You like that? Over
I like
3.5,
I like
plus
3.5 a lot.
plus 120.
I like that.
I like that too.
That's one of those where it's like it's so low, and it's like, oh, like he could
2
definitely get 4
kneels,
carries.
2 kneels and 2 rushes, and
Yeah.
Then you're
plus
banking on
20.
the 2
Come
kneels.
on.
Yeah, but if you think the Niners are gonna win, which we're hoping for, it's a good
I
deal
think the
right
Niners
there.
win.
It's a good deal. All right,
don't
let's
hate that at
let's
all,
do
baby.
let's go to
What book
touchdown
was that on,
scores.
Chris? Sorry, what book was that on, Chris?
DraftKings.
DraftKings. Okay.
Go touchdown scores. What are you guys' favorite touchdown scores?
I didn't touch touchdown
I would
scores
tell
too
them
much.
on mine.
Oh, I guess
But-
I'll take the reins then.
Yeah, go ahead. But I got one for after you.
All right, I like Kittle. I like Rice. I like Kittle's at plus 190. Rice is at plus 145. What I really like is give me plus 460 Justin Watson.
Ugh.
And then Noah Gray, I think it's like plus 500. Give me some Noah Gray action.
I would love to see some Noah Gray action.
Just some I'm loving the random Chiefs touchdown props.
I mean, yeah.
What about
if you're
Purdy
gonna take
rushing touchdown?
No, I was thinking about that. There's no way unless he rushes
Plus
from
750?
if
when
he
is
rushes
gonna
from
get
a wide.
rushing
Yeah.
touchdown?
Fairly recently?
Oh, you can
When
do
does
it.
he get? When
Yeah,
did he
when's he
get a
gonna get
rushing
one?
touchdown?
I swear it happened like not that long ago.
Dude.
Oh,
It would have to be like a 13-yard rushing touchdown because
Noah Gray is
if
plus
they're-
950 by the way.
950.
Noah Gray. Yeah. Kadarius Tony's 950 too.
What's his first
Okay,
touchdown?
maybe not. Maybe I just made this up.
What's
His first
what's
touchdown,
Noah Gray
Gray.
first down?
No, Tony and Noah Gray.
Let me look.
All right, Purdy only has 2 this whole year. I made that up. Never mind.
I'm surprised he even has 2.
Maybe he had like a long carry
Yeah.
that was down.
Okay.
They just run that Stoops handoff the voice and then they deep, like toss play. It's so annoying.
All right. So thoughts on the any of those? I also had Debo plus
What
155.
was Kittle's line? And
I mean,
what's
if you want a
Rocky?
flyer, then why not?
190.
plus 190 for Kittle,
yeah.
and
Plus
Rice is
130.
One
I like
145.
I like Rice on that. I definitely like Rice. I just feel like he's kind of solidified himself as wide receiver one by a mile.
For
and
sure.
Like we touched on earlier, they're not going to let Kelsey win the Super Bowl for him, in my eyes. I mean, I say this, but he's arguably top 3 tight end ever. So, but I think I like Rice. I don't mind Kittle at all. But while we're on Kittle, I'm just going to throw in a little side note. This is another lock. Here we have player longest reception.
Oh,
Kittle-
nope. It's not Kittle.
Kittle over 20 and a half.
It's not Kittle.
It
Oh,
is
I
Kittle.
thought you meant longest air yards. All right, yeah.
No,
I'm in.
Listen.
Longest reception,
It's
20 and a
12
half.
He
six.
just runs with like reckless abandon.
Yeah, that's a good
12 and
line.
6. It's hit 12 times this
12
season.
and 6.
Yeah. Kittle,
Yeah,
he's gotten
I'm
a
in with
reception
that.
of over 20 yards 12 times this season. You're getting even odds. They're
I
gonna
love it.
need to rely on Kittle. I don't mind his touchdown at 190, but I'm not saying him to get the longest reception, but his longest reception
Yeah, all right.
over 20 and a half. And I found that on FanDuel.
What I was thinking, my mortal
I'm in on
lock
that.
is
Ayuk?
longest air yards. It's MVS, baby. Plus 630. Longest air yards. Come on, man. They're giving him a bomb. They're not leaving this game without giving him a bomb. They're not leaving this
I
game.
don't hate that. At 630, I don't hate that at all.
That's great action.
I guess
That's
it's
great
6:30, but,
action.
like, what are we doing?
No, dude, come on, man.
Playing a
This
mortal
guy-
lock,
He's a
man.
home run hitter.
That guy,
I
yes,
hate
he's a
the
home
guy.
run hitter. Yeah, he's a home run hitter. It's all or nothing with that guy, and it's the best
He's-
one
yeah, he's
pass
like
of the
three
game.
true outcomes guy of football.
No, I could see him getting
Alright,
one
yeah, why
reception for
not?
60 yards.
That's
this
what I'm
game.
saying, and then he doesn't catch the ball again, or even see
Yeah,
the ball.
He did have that huge catch last week.
It
Yeah.
sealed the game. It sealed the game.
I remember
MVS is a.
because
That was a
I saw
hilarious
someone
way to
had like a
catch that
huge
catch.
ticket on his over.
I
his
had it,
over receptions, and he had 0, and then he had that one.
dude.
I think
All he
that's
needs
great.
is that one
Like
catch.
6 yards early in the game. We're like, oh, what are we doing?
Yeah, we thought we
Yeah,
were screwed.
14.
Yeah.
I like that actually a lot, Brady. I'm gonna add that to my list.
All right, sweet.
All right,
I-
but I'm gonna go back to.
I think
oh, no, Chris,
Kelsey
go ahead.
touchdown is the don't overthink it and just it's like the Jalen Hurts touchdown.
I agree. I mean, they're gonna show
Is
Taylor
it plus
Swift.
money or no?
They're gonna show Taylor
It's
Swift
not
out
easy,
there.
it's minus 115.
Minus 115. I mean, yeah, I don't hate that at all. I'm gonna overthink it, just like you're saying, but I'm just thinking. I mean, yeah,
He
one
went
touchdown is not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row with a touchdown earlier this year. But in the playoffs, he already has 3.
Yeah,
He's a touchdown machine.
And that's why, like, I feel like the season-long stats with the Chiefs, I almost just throw out the window.
But
This is like, it's not the team that lost to the Raiders.
you hit Noah Gray. You hit both of them. Hit Noah Gray as well. They do the little trick play. Boom, right to Noah Gray. There you win. There you go. Have them both.
You're taking Gray and Watson because if only one of those guys scored.
No. You gotta go. You gotta pick one or the other. Yeah, you gotta pick one or the other. You
wait,
can't have
so
it.
That's on you. I'm not picking one of those.
No,
wait,
I'm-
Brady. So the longest, that's just longest air yards. That doesn't count for like catch and run. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Your
So
point?
longest air yard. So like the
I
one
love
bomb.
that.
MVS just has to catch it. He just has
I
to
love
catch
it.
it.
I love it. But bringing it back to touchdowns, I'm gonna rattle off 2. I'll save I got one Hail Mary that's coming later, but this one, it's a FanDuel special. It's not a special, it's just one of the maybe it is. It's not a boost or anything, but it's just one of their like prop markets. You know how they go something to $4.99, 5 to 1,000. I really like this. You know I love to bet first touchdowns. Well, at least Chris does. But this is Christian McCaffrey, Pacheco, or Rashi Rice first touchdown at plus 115.
So you get Pacheco, you get Rice,
Whoa.
and you get McCaffrey.
Yeah,
Oh,
at
that's
plus
good.
money.
That's good.
At plus
That's real
money.
good.
That's a rigged. Such a rigged. bet.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
know.
that's a
That's
no.
ridiculous, dude.
That's a Travis Kelce touchdown right there. That's a
That's
Travis.
Yeah.
so
Kelce.
rigged.
Yeah, I just feel like you're getting. I mean,
I love that
McCaffrey,
way too
every
much.
game
You
he's
get
in
both
is
running backs.
yeah, you get both running backs and the wide receiver one of the team with the better
Yeah.
quarterback. I mean, in my eyes, you just don't overthink
mean-
that. But and getting plus money on that is crazy to me too. Like I saw that, expecting maybe like
Yeah.
having to give some, but that and then my other touchdown
That's
play.
too good to be.
I know, but my
Yeah,
other touchdown
right.
play. Don't overthink it. McCaffrey.
Two.
Two.
Yes. Give me two. Give me two.
Plus
Plus
230.
230. Plus
I don't hate
230.
that. I don't hate that. I don't.
He's
hate
done
that.
it back to
That's
back
getting blooded
games.
with something.
He's gonna get it again.
Yeah, this is the don't overthink it of the night.
He's like he's such a passing threat. He's such a rushing threat. I don't trust
This is
Debo.
such
I
a
don't
fraud.
trust anyone else to get the touchdowns. Give me McCaffrey too.
And it's plus
I think-
230 too. It's not nothing.
I know it
Yeah,
sounds
I'm in on
crazy to
that.
have someone at 230 for 2 touchdowns, but it's the offensive player of the year we're talking about.
Oh,
here.
I don't hate Travis Kelce 2 touchdowns, nor do I hate Pacheco. One or the other. I mean, it can't. It's not gonna be both, but one or the other. I don't hate.
What's Pacheco's line?
500 and 600. Pacheco and then
Uh,
Kelsey.
I like Kelsey better than
Worse than that.
Pacheco.
I think
I love
Kelsey's pretty
Pacheco,
free.
but
No, the issue with Pacheco is that they do so many weird things around the goal line that it's not a guaranteed Pacheco run. every
exactly.
time.
That's like
That's why you like Noak.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly. Justin Watson 2 touchdowns
I
plus
got, like, really
8,000.
distracted because DraftKings has touchdown exactas. It's called. And you pick the first and second touchdown scorer.
okay.
Like, the best
That's
Hold on,
terrible. That's
Hold on,
terrible.
hold on,
That
hold
is.
on, hold on, hold
If
on.
you're betting
Here
that,
it
you need
comes.
help. You need professional
Okay,
help. if you're
okay.
betting
Well,
that.
here it comes. Here it comes.
All right, he's warming up. He's at bat. He's at bat.
Long shot.
He's at bat.
This is a first and a last. Christian McCaffrey first.
Okay.
Rashi Rice last. 4,000. Give it to me.
Oh man.
They get
I
up
mean, I don't,
early.
like, I have no
McCaffrey, you
reason to
don't overthink
disagree,
it.
I guess.
McCaffrey goes down and scores. The Chiefs have to scramble. Maybe it's a game-winning
And then-
touchdown to him. Maybe they just got to scramble and pass towards the end.
Well, and then
Maybe
and then you parlay that with Niners first half, Chiefs second half, and you are locked in, man. You're
You are
locked
locked
in.
Well, all right, tell me
Oh,
4,000 is not
man.
good value
Tails.
there.
No, it's good odds.
4,000.
It's good odds.
Yeah,
Because I tried to just parlay
There's too
them.
high of odds to even understand like if it's
Yeah.
good or
Well,
bad.
what I did is I tried to
even
do
comprehend it.
first McCaffrey, last Rashi Rice, and it was giving me 3,500. But then I went to FanDuel and they had their special at 4,000. So I'm saying, I mean, it's obviously a long shot, but that's going to be my long shot play of the Super Bowl for sure. My throw some money and pray, but
All right,
I think McCaffrey
All right.
first touchdown is always not a bad play.
I have
Yeah.
I have to confess that I'm in on the octopus this year. I'm in. I'm all in on the octopus. There's so many
Kelsey
options.
Rice?
There's
Kelsey
so many
octopus.
options.
Can you
for
bet
the-
exact
Kelsey,
player?
yeah.
Can you bet exact?
I don't know,
player?
but if you do
Probably.
if you do just that there will be an octopus,
Yeah.
it is plus 950. There's so many options this Super Bowl. Plus 950 is amazing
Ooh,
value.
That's not good off.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
For an
about?
octopus?
Dude.
Rarer than Scoregami?
No, it's not like rare. No way. Christian McCaffrey, he could get a touchdown at a 2-point. Travis Kelce could get a touchdown at 2-point. The only issue is if they're in 2-point area. George Kittle, a great possibility.
If I can bet Kelsey to get an octopus at over
Yeah.
2,500, I'd slam it.
And then they
That's all.
showed Taylor Swift and in the booth
he
both times.
proposes.
Yeah, and he proposes on the field
The
after the
problem is you
octopus.
need,
and then he,
you
like,
need the
grows
two-point
tentacles.
version happen in the first place.
Wyatt and I are in on the octopus. Our tentacles are moving.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
950's a little stretch, but I'm gonna find a
Well,
player to
real
bet
stretch.
on.
950 is crazy odds for that.
I think it's good
It's
odds.
not.
It's actually not that
mean,
bad.
Yes, it is.
I mean, they might need to
Doesn't
go
even
for
happen.
2.
It hasn't
you
happened
say?
all year.
If it happens once a week, the odds should be like 16 to 1.
There's no way it hasn't happened all year.
Yeah, Let's see when the last.
No, it's happened this year. I'm saying it doesn't happen once a week.
All right, Stat Muse. How many octopuses are there in this year?
I'm looking
Stat
at it.
Muse is my king.
How many?
Legend of the Octopus. All right, I don't think this is it.
There's been 11. 11 octopi.
In all this year. This year, I love it. I'm all in.
Yes.
This year.
At 950. Am I doing the math wrong?
No, I'm all in.
No, you're not.
Like, how many games? How many NFL games are there? There's
17 times 16, right? Or 17 times 15?
Right.
The last
And then
octopus was
Yeah.
on January
11
7th.
divided by-
Tyler Lockett got an octopus to put the Seahawks up.
But these
one.
guys have Kelsey.
That's what I'm saying.
4%. Plus 950 is
Alright,
even.
I'm gonna
it's
see if
over
I can
10%.
find player to get an octopus.
You sound like an octopus hater.
I really am not loving you
If
right
I
now.
could get it at 25 to 1, I'd take it. I'm just not like plus 950 is just not good enough.
I'm
How
gonna
about
find
Travis Kelsey
Nope.
to score first and Christian McCaffrey to score second? At plus 2200.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I don't hate that. The problem with the first touchdown is you're already doing a coin flip based on who gets the ball.
Yeah, literally a coin flip.
Yeah, but I like this 49ers D. They've really struggled against the Lions. I think they have to bounce back. I like not anyone. Don't give me that style. I really like McCaffrey to score the first touchdown at 340.
I really hope we were gonna get you on camera saying I love the 49ers D. What about
So the Chiefs? Both these teams scare me on the first drive because, like, you can script the first drive and they're both so good offensively. Like the Chiefs' first two drives against the Ravens were unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think I bet 49ers had scored a touchdown on their first drive last game and it didn't work. So if you take them both to score a touchdown on their first drive, it's plus 700.
damn? I like that.
The over-under's only
that's not
47.
bad.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I have an alternate over.
All right, what about this?
It's a
Each
Super
team,
Bowl. I don't want to take an under, even though that's smart.
each team to score 1 plus TD and 1 plus field goal in each half.
No.
I've seen this one. So this is exactly what I was talking about.
Plus
earlier.
2600.
They literally just make stuff up. Yeah, of course. It seems like
Brady, I've
it's
lost this
ridiculous.
bet.
It will
Brady,
never hit.
let me explain.
All right. I'm in.
Okay, I had this at 28-1 in this Bills-Chiefs game.
Okay.
And then what happened? The perfect first half, touchdown, field goal. Second half, touchdown, touchdown.
Missed field goal.
And then missed field goal by Tyler Bass
Oh, that's
to cost
so.
me a 28-1 ticket.
All right, and I'm out. I'm cutting it out. Then I'm cutting it out.
I've sent that play to Chris 5 times, 6 times. It's never hit.
It looks so good. It looks too easy.
It
It looks
so
too
good.
easy.
I've been finessed by that one too many times.
That's exactly the bet that I was talking about when at the start. I don't even know if we were live yet, and I was like, "There's so many lines that they just create that will get you, and they look so good."
We're saying this, and then
it
it's
will
gonna
never
hit.
happen.
I mean, these are two
When it
pretty
If
good
it's this time, then I'll eat my words.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Go ahead, you guys can take it.
I'm no. I don't want to take it
I
anymore.
like it. I've been burnt like 5-6 times, but I'm just
Maybe
like,
it's due.
I'm
Maybe
like
it's
a
due.
used dog.
I mean,
It's-
The more I get beat, the more I
2600.
come back. Like Colin
Eventually it'll
Sexton.
hit.
what if it's due?
I think it might be.
It might
You
be
said
fair. I'm not
2600?
taking it.
You said
2600.
2600?
The odds are good enough where it's like you can't get screwed. Like, you can't be that upset if it doesn't hit. So go
No,
ahead.
you can put a dollar. Hey, you could put $1 on it and
by
be.
by Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass needs to needs to sell me some money right now. Wait, did you guys see the Chiefs players that donated like $1 million to Tyler Bass's charity as like a troll after the thing?
That's
Like, 'cause
hilarious.
He had in his Instagram bio
That's
like
funny.
a charity, and like they were typing, "Thank you so much for taking us to the playoffs." Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
That's geek.
He really like.
Bills fans will do that. It's because like they're nice people.
Yeah,
Remember they did it for Andy Dalton when they made him go to the playoffs because they beat the Ravens.
Yes.
All right.
all right.
What else we got?
I'm gonna tone it down from 2600. We're going back to the minuses. I think this is another. Don't overthink it. First player to reach 25 rushing yards, McCaffrey minus 150.
You're only getting minus one.
That's
I like that. I like that. Yeah, you're like
Beautiful.
that should be like
I mean,
minus
he could
250
do that
at least.
on the first play of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another thing where it's like the coin toss. They win the coin toss, that's a lock.
I think so. I think 100% if they win the coin toss is a loss. But even if the Chiefs get it, I just feel like if it's a scripted drive, Pacheco probably isn't gonna get that many touches like in the run.
I was just thinking that too. They probably want a lot to start off like with some smaller screen passes,
Yeah.
some smaller a couple rushes, but not too many. I like that a lot.
That's all
I
my
have,
plays.
Another McCaffrey, don't overthink it. Over 89.5 rushing yards. If they're gonna win this game, like he's getting fed.
What is it? 89.5?
89.5?
I like it.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
more than doable, right?
That goes
I think-
against
I think
our.
that's-
At even money.
I mean, I guess the issue is I was thinking it goes against what we said about Travis Kelsey that the defense can be focused on him. But there's too many weapons on this.
I
team to
saw
focus
one.
on.
I almost put one. I almost
like
put.
McCaffrey. If you look at his stats, like how many games is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 of the last 8, he's gone over that total.
I mean, yeah. Don't. And it's the Chiefs' run defense is not good.
That's the weakness to this defense. You can run the
I
ball.
like that. I almost added.
Unless you're the
this one.
Ravens,
This
and then you
one's-
choose not to.
Yeah, this one's crazy. I'm not gonna say that this is. Don't put my name behind this, but it was McCaffrey and Mahomes to combine for 250 rushing yards, and it was plus 15,000.
What you're hoping on there is you got like 75 out of Mahomes and just a generational game out of McCaffrey.
Yeah,
75 from Mahomes would be nuts. Also,
or
That- yeah.
200 from McCaffrey.
Yeah, and like, but you still have to get 50 from Mahomes, which is line I
Yeah,
think is
that's
like.
why it was 150 to 1. I saw it and I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
and then I thought and I was like, no.
Okay,
That's
what
really
about
funny.
simpler Mahomes passing yards? Over, under?
What's his
Okay.
line?
It's 62 and a half. I like the over.
262?
262. Some real thought going on in here. I can hear the gears turning.
The gears are
Let me
churning.
look at the numbers.
Yeah, crunching.
I want to say over.
I mean, he hasn't gone over in the last 5 games.
Really?
That's vital information, actually.
241, 215, 262, 245, 235.
I mean, they don't have to win this game with him going over 300 or 3 or over.
I feel like the more they're behind, the more likely it's gonna go over.
Yeah, it's more of like
I really
how
like
you
that
think this game
McCaffrey
will
rushing
play
yards. I'm adding McCaffrey.
I hope it's a
rushing
good game.
out.
Like I
What's
hope.
him to get 100? What's McCaffrey to get 100?
I'll check.
After 100, that's probably not very high.
89 and a half. Yeah, that's not high at all.
Let me look. Oh, I don't see it. There it is. All rushing yards. To get 100 is plus 130. 100 rushing yards. I like that.
I don't like that at all. Yeah.
I have plus 135 for over 98 and a half. 1 yard of contingency there. Ooh, rush plus receiving yards.
All right. I think we're 45
Okay.
minutes in. We should
I have one. more
dire
play,
one.
I think.
All right. I got a couple, and then let's do
We
MVP.
gotta
Highest.
reiterate our locks.
I don't even remember what our locks
Player
are.
with the longest rush, Ebo, plus 900.
I like that.
He hasn't been running
Plus
the ball.
900.
He hasn't been running it in the
It's
playoffs.
a perfect time for it then.
Is the perfect time for it. I like that a lot.
He did right before the playoffs. He was on a tear, but I think in the playoffs they just. I mean, I don't. 900 is crazy, but I was looking at that too. That's why I said.
Well, and if he gets an 18-yard rush and that's his only rush, that could win you the bet. Right?
Yeah. 18's not a lot.
Okay, well that's
It's just hard.
Then
Where's
then they
McCaffrey?
yeah,
Minus
probably
200?
minus 200.
Find the odds again. He's minus 200.
No,
I'm
he's
just-
probably like minus
run?
105. Yeah, it's probably minus 105.
Longest rush player minus 135.
Debo at 900.
Actually-
I don't hate it.
I don't know if I love this bet anymore. Looking at his game log.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I looked, and it's just in the playoffs they don't run it to him
I
anymore.
convinced myself. Also, like he hasn't had a game where he's over 38 yards, and in those games he's getting like 4 or 5 carries.
Wait, this is
don't know,
wait.
screw it.
You're not saying this is most total rushing yards, right?
No, it's total run rush.
No, I'm just saying he
One
couldn't
rush.
have had that long of a rush.
Okay.
His longest rush this year is 23 yards,
Yeah,
which I get. Like 23 is a lot. On the
it is.
ground.
It is. 23 is a lot.
Also, like
Purdy had a
That's another
21-yard
shot
run
on the
last
three.
week. Just gonna put that out there.
ooh.
What's Purdy for longest player with the longest rush?
All right. What
We
about
could do this for hours. Plus 2,500. Elijah Mitchell for plus 5,000. That's money.
That's
No,
McCaffrey's
it's
backup.
not.
5,000.
He's not money.
Yeah, why not take a flyer on that?
Head no.
I've never seen him go in outside of the 10-yard.
You
line,
might as well do Noah Gray touchdown. Like a
First
million times
touchdown.
over. Yeah, a million times over. Or
This is
something.
plus 5,000.
All right. Let's end it off with Gatorade color and MVP. Want to do MVP verse or Gatorade color?
I mean, my MVP picks
I gotta
McCaffrey
look at the Gatorade colors.
500. I saw it on ESPN bet at 500.
I like McCaffrey because I think if the Niners win, it probably goes to McCaffrey over Purdy unless Purdy plays
Yeah, and I think
phenomenal.
5-1 odds is pretty crazy.
I like looking at some of these. They give it to wide receivers more than you think, and like pass catchers more than you think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like trying to find like 1,400 for Travis Kelce, especially like I don't care. Like Taylor Swift's at the fucking game, man. Like it
Yeah,
to him to win MVP and propose on the
There's
sidelines,
no
like
way
that
if
is
they
like-
win and Mahomes doesn't get it.
that's not true. No, that's not true.
No way.
I'll
How
give
would-
you.
how would-
I'll give it to you right now.
Yeah.
No, I'll give it to you right now. Mahomes has 230 yards, maybe a touchdown, maybe not. And Travis Kelce has 11 catches and like 140 yards. It's exactly what happened with Julian Edelman and Tom Brady in Super Bowl 53. It doesn't matter that it's Tom.
Yes.
If he gets 10 plus catches, like he's totally in contention for the MVP.
You're basically taking a 14-1 chance that he's going to get that many catches. And Mahomes, like if Mahomes has 300 yards or more, he's still
And
winning.
if Mahomes
Yes,
has no
yeah.
pick-
No, you're betting on a bad Mahomes game, but a great Travis Kelce game. That's why it's
Have
14
to
to
win
1.
with a bad Mahomes game.
Yeah,
That's the other thing.
I
I don't
st-
think
I-
they can win the game if he doesn't.
they did it last week. They did it last week, bro. Last week they did
No,
it.
They did not.
Yes, they did. That bad Mahomes game. Travis Kelce had 11 catches for like
Calling that a bad Mahomes game, I would disagree with.
I don't know.
a
They had
mediocre,
17 or
a
20 points.
mediocre
I think, like,
Mahomes
yeah,
game.
mediocre. Yeah.
This is the type of game it has to be though. It has to be a 17-10,
Yeah.
like this is the exact stat line that would have to happen. Honestly, this is 11 catches, 116, one touchdown. Mahomes has 140 or 241 and one touchdown. A touchdown to Travis Kelce. That's
Yeah. I think Kelsey probably gets it if it's last week.
yeah.
That's fair. But how often is that like?
No, and it has to be
It's not like happens Payne.
No, and what we talked about earlier is that the Niners are going to be focused on Travis Kelce. So, but I like the 14-1. Anything plus 1,000, I'm kind of sprinkling something on it.
It
Kinda
does
there.
get me going.
I gotta stop
get me
like
going.
fighting these like huge long shots. It's like, oh, that's not gonna happen. Like, yeah,
It's like, yeah, no
like,
shit.
14-1.
You brought the wrong guy on if you're looking to stay away from those. Dude,
I can't even find
just a
MVPs.
side note, I was just because I've been in fantasy basketball. The Wizards have no center tonight, and they're playing against 7-3 Kristaps Porzingis. I'm curious to see how many points he's gonna.
I took. I'm not, even though it's my own team, I took the Wizards plus 1,000.
They're 1,100. That's
Yeah,
insane.
their money line is like.
They don't have a
So
center.
wait, who's
They,
center like
they-
Anthony Gill?
they're gonna have to put
Literally,
Kuzma.
dominate
They don't.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
probably gonna be Kuzma.
I'm looking
It's
at
gonna be way too
Porzingis
many
20 points. Is
Hey,
is,
hey, wait, we're getting way off subject here. All right, let's finish up. There's enough NBA to go. There's enough NBA to go. So let's
Okay,
go.
awards, here it is. Oh, what? That's for next year. Regular season MVP next year. Josh Allen plus 650. Jordan Love at plus 1,200. Give me that.
What are we
Wait,
doing?
Love.
What are we doing here? This is a podcast about the freaking prop bets.
We're on FanDuel.
All right. Any other
Chiefs
long
27,
shots
Niners 24.
for
That's my
MVP that you would
prediction.
like? Wait, what was it? 27-24 Chiefs?
27-24 Kansas City.
Wasn't that?
Done
Final
this
score?
before.
Yeah, he's done it before.
Yeah.
All right,
I
I'm gonna
remember
go
the Rams, right?
31-27
Long time
Niners.
viewer right here. Long time viewer.
31-27 bang bang Niner gang. That's what I'm rocking with. Or 31. That's what I
28.
said, right?
17 Niners.
Ooh.
I like it. All right.
And I'm gonna take orange at plus 400.
Boo, you're square. You're square.
What?
It's-
It's plus 4. The purple
That's
and blue have higher odds.
Give me blue,
Really?
whatever it is. Don't
What?
care.
I got
I'm gonna
blue
be
at 400.
Why?
Blue is
Because
400.
everyone loves blue Gatorade, bro. Who likes orange?
It's gonna be blue.
Gatorade?
It's Blue's year. It's
I don't
Blue's
know
year.
orange Gatorade. It doesn't. They're not drinking it.
It's Blue's
What do
year.
What do you mean? You don't think they're drinking the Gatorade?
Chris.
Well, they can have different colors.
They're gonna make
They
you
might get
think.
rid of-
They're gonna make you think it's
don't know.
orange because the last Super Bowl that they played in, it was orange. So they're clearly
blue,
gonna
was it?
they're
Well,
clearly gonna switch it up and
Well,
bait
yeah,
us with
I
blue.
did research. I literally got it online.
Well, according to the last 7 Super Bowls, I
Yeah.
think blue has the best value.
blue is back, baby.
The research that Brady has done was how many times his tails and what color Gatorade at each Super Bowl.
You know what? That
What's
and
blue. Someone tell me the number.
plus
Blue's at.
440.
I-
Relax.
Plus 370, I see.
Give me blue.
370. I don't like it at 370.
Is it ever going to be clear?
Love it at 3. No.
No.
Clear's lame.
Isn't
If
that
they make
just
it,
throwing money away?
yeah. Actually,
ESPN
I think they did
McCaffrey
have it as
Super Bowl
clear.
MVP. 500. They're giving it to you at the best odds. McCaffrey.
Yeah. I think
on
I might
ESPN
take
bet.
that even though I'm taking the Chiefs.
That's so like.
Mahomes at plus 150 is not.
But
It's almost
Chris
not even
made
worth
such
it
a
because you
good
can get
point.
the Chiefs at plus 100.
That's what I'm saying. Just get the
Like
Chiefs.
you're
at that
just
point.
getting like a little bit extra. It's like throwing
What's
in like
Pacheco?
a minus 2,000. No. Don't even wanna
Pacheco gets 3
support him.
tutties.
It's like 2,000.
That's
It's
what-
like 2,500. Yeah, you might as well
What's
bet that he gets 3 touchdowns at that point.
What's Purdy?
250.
250.
I don't hate that. Like I feel like no one's betting Purdy to get MVP. 'Cause everyone's like wants to see it happen. Everyone's like, oh, well, if they win, like McCaffrey should get it or somebody else should get it. Like, I don't hate Purdy getting
All
it.
right, Gatorade has gone
I think it's
purple.
weird that McCaffrey's twice as big.
Let's hear it, Brady.
I got this. This is what we came here for. Purple, blue, orange, blue, yellow. None when the Pats won against the Falcons. I think there was none because it was overtime and everyone just rushed the field. There was no time for a Gatorade battle.
They drank all the Gatorade.
So- they drank all the Gatorade. They had empty canisters.
Rehydrated.
Yeah,
They had to
it was
go-
overtime. Yeah, it was overtime. They had no Gatorade left. Broncos win blue or orange, then blue, then orange. So it's blue
I'm
is
hearing
like
blue more than anything
yeah,
else.
that's what I'm saying. It's blue. Oh, Chris, you were talking about Clear from 2005 to 2008. Clear had a dynasty, a four-peat.
What?
Clear had a four-peat. The Patriots, Steelers, Colts, Giants, all Clear.
Dang.
That's lame. There hasn't been a Clear since
Also, like the least
2008.
exciting organizations in football.
They definitely threw them out because after that, since
Of course the
2008,
Giants were clear.
they retired the Clear after the Giants won.
It'll come back eventually, though.
Pats in 2002 also had none, and in 2004, Belichick was just not getting paid.
Who is getting paid to write 3 paragraphs about their pick for Gatorade? Because I want whoever Jason Logan is, I want his job.
That GPT.
This is
Give
ridiculous.
me real quick. 49ers
name
minus
and a
6.5 at plus 200.
Niners plus 6.5.
Minus 6.5
Minus.
I like it.
for
You
plus 200.
Yeah, I like it.
They'll win by.
I love an alt lines. Alt lines. I've been falling for alt lines recently.
Me too.
All right,
Over 54 plus 200.
are we ready to? So let's. You want to recap our favorites? I don't
Yes.
remember our favorites.
All right, I'll go first.
Our bets?
My bets that will not lose. You are.
It sounds like sorry, you sounded like a kindergartner, like presenting on first grade, or like or in your first day of class.
Venmo request me if these lose. Okay?
I will be your
Venmo
bookie.
request me.
I will be your bookie.
Venmo request me if these lose. I'm going Kittle to get over a 20-yard reception. I'm going Nick Bosa under 3.5 combined tackles, and I'm going first player to get 25 touchdowns. Not 25 touchdowns. 25 rushing yards. McCaffrey minus 150. But my favorite play, CMC, Pacheco, or Rashi Rice first touchdown plus 115.
No.
That's just
Right.
You're gearing up for a Travis Kelce touchdown.
No, I'm not. It's not happening.
And
He's
it's gonna be like a
score-
75-yard touchdown
I'm not
completely
taking it
ruined.
just
Can I
because
bet him
that
to not
boost
get a
exists.
touchdown? Can I bet Travis Kelce to not get a touchdown?
You
I bet
definitely
ESPN
can.
bet
You
that.
definitely can. Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely
It's
can.
like over under half a touchdown.
Okay. I like Rashid Rice touchdown score plus 145. I like Christian McCaffrey 2 touchdowns.
I love that.
230.
You know I was on that with you.
230. Gatorade Blue lock. And then longest air yards MVS plus 630.
Right. Me and Brady are all on the same page this year. I'm definitely adding that to my play.
Also, I do like Travis Kelce over
He's
6.5.
gonna have one reception, 60 yards, no touchdowns. That's
Yep,
gonna be a stat.
That's
line.
gonna be the stat line. I do like Travis Kelce over 7
Right,
catches. too.
My 2 favorites are set it and forget it McCaffrey over rushing yards at 89.5. I don't like that's just don't overthink it. I love the Niners under 1.5 sacks at plus money. And I think the long odds on 49ers and Chiefs to score touchdowns on first drive is at plus 700 is a good play. The value.
I like that.
I'm right there with you.
I like that a lot. All right.
We could see like something that happened in the Ravens game last week where they both score. I guess the Ravens was the second drive. And then things.
$5 wins you 1,000 on my correct score. 28-17. Lock it in.
I had 31-27 Niners, and Chris was.
I had 27-24 Kansas
All right,
City.
31-27. Hold on. I can find these.
All right.
31-27. 5 wins you 500. Chris, what was yours?
27-24 Chiefs.
27.
That was good.
That's what the hell? That's the favorite. That is a plus 4,000. That's it. That's actually absurd. That's terrible odds. 5 wins you $200. I mean, that's not terrible.
That doesn't
but
sound too terrible to me. Come on now.
I feel like for an exact split,
Yeah, that's true. For exact score, you're supposed to get
Yeah.
like.
That's kind of cheese.
yeah, mine's 5 wins you 1,000. Roll with me, boys. Don't listen to these guys.
All right. let's go move. Let's head directions. We're switching up. It was an NBA trade deadline on Thursday. Why I requested to be on the pod specifically because of this NBA trade deadline.
Oh yeah, it was kind of lackluster, but we had
Okay.
some cool moves.
I thought it was, yes, there was not a big man traded, like not a big name traded, but I think if you've been following the league for the past couple years, this was not that this was not that surprising that a big name was not traded today.
It's been worse.
It has been worse. I think there's been a
Definitely
lot of
been worse.
people that have been on Twitter like, this is such a trade deadline, like that was terrible, it was so boring. I don't think that's true.
People are just bored.
Yeah, and I think there's a
It's
lot of
also
like
you spend all this time looking at rumors and then you just convince yourself that every single player on the market is getting dealt. When
yeah, and has to
Yeah.
get dealt. And there was enough
we
like
did.
there was enough role players though that came around and got traded that I
A
thought it
lot
was
of teams were made a lot better.
yeah,
That's for sure.
yeah, I think so too.
One person I thought.
Oh wait, let's. You want to do winners and losers, or you want to just get
Yeah.
into it?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I think the teams that didn't do anything that spoke way louder than
Yeah.
like any of the moves that happened during the deadline. Like, yeah, they'll be in my losers, but yeah. All right, who wants to start? Winners and losers.
All right, let's start with a winner, and then we'll do a loser, and we'll go back to back to back to back to back to back. See, you
Alright.
follow me? So, I'll start with the. I'll take the obvious winner, and in the New York Knicks, they got Bogdan Bogdanovic, Alec Burks out, Quentin Grimes, Malachi Flynn, Evan Fournier, and Arch Diacono in 2 seconds. They gave up a redundant player in Quentin Grimes, a player that they were never going to play in Malachi Flynn, a player that they were purposely not playing in Evan Fournier, and a guy who holds the record in most games played without a single point in Arnacchio. So that and 2 second-round
And-
picks seems like a pretty good deal for our.
No first round picks for their guys.
Yeah,
They gave
yeah.
up no first round picks.
That's
Crazy.
Yeah, actually huge for the Knicks. They bolster up their roster. Bogdan is not going to help you on defense, but he's another 20-point scorer.
I think with DiVincenzo coming out, I think Bogdan on the bench is perfect in my eyes.
Oh yeah, I love it a lot. And
Like
but
that,
Alex
like
Burks,
he can score 20 a game on any team. Like
Mhm.
put him on the second unit, and he's your man.
and Alex Burks, that's not. No one's gonna get excited by the Alex Burks, but he's been shooting 40% from three this year. So just to have a weapon on the bench that can shoot 40%, he doesn't do much besides that. So I mean, to get him in there for picks or players and picks that you're never going to use and you're never going to play again, it's perfect. It's a perfect trade for them.
Yeah.
I also think like an underrated aspect, like you may say that like the Knicks were in the conversation for DeJounte. I think avoiding that big splash is honestly a win for like where this team is at.
Yeah, I think they're in the right position,
Like,
and
they're like one of the hottest teams in the league. Like this team is finally coming together and looking like they could be an actual contender. Like the OG trade has worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Randall,
they're scary.
but he's been better. Like Brunson has been crazy this
They
year.
they are
Like, they're
unanimous.
just putting like good fits around their core right now. Like they didn't need to add another star.
No, I think that I 100% agree. I think unanimously the deepest team in the NBA. Like
Mhm.
their depth is ridiculous. Like they're about to have guys like Bogdanovich, Josh Hart, even who's that? What's his name? Can't remember his name. Their backup point guard who played when Brunson got hurt and went off. He was a beast, I think, at Michigan. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
I honestly don't know who you're talking about.
Hold on.
Why am I blanking too?
Miles McBride.
Yeah, dude, he can ball, and he's a great defender. Like, I think they're just unanimously the deepest team. And with DiVincenzo coming out as like, wait, this guy can actually score like on a consistent basis and one of the best shooters. I think I'd rank them as the third best team in the East right now. I think they really have a chance.
I think they do. They are deep. I think unanimously, if you want to look at it, I think some people would say that the Clippers have some more guys than them, but I do love that what they have. And looking at it, I didn't even realize the amount of depth that they have. Like
They have so much depth.
now getting Burks and Bogdanovich, it's going to add a ton to this team. What scares me with this team, I think, would be like, I don't know, Josh Hart in the playoffs, or like, I don't know, Mitchell Robinson in the playoffs, especially Julius Randle.
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
Mitchell Robinson.
I was going to ask about that. Is Robinson coming back?
Yeah. I think
when they can have him start and bring Hartenstein off the bench, like that's just another.
It's another
Their
guy
second
because I
five
love
is
Hartenstein.
Yeah, their second five is just as good as like a random team starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like an irrelevant team. Like Bogdanovich. All the people on Twitter who are yapping about who is this guy, like what? I don't understand it. Like
Who doesn't?
he is an incredible scorer.
He's a
Like,
Wizards legend.
Yeah. I think he could literally get 20 a game on almost every team if like he was their guy.
Oh, I agree. I mean, we
Who's
just saw it with the
themselves as
Pistons.
Not knowing who Bogdanovich is.
Yeah, those are fake fans right there.
Well, I just see, I
Really,
see
yeah,
comments with like, "Who the heck is this guy? Why would they do this?" And it's just like, you obviously have never watched any
I would
basketball.
kill for like when Bogdanovich was on the Wizards, or like the year that Bertans actually had a really good year. Having those guys who do nothing but shoot threes is awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Like they literally just buzz around the 3-point line and knock down open shots. Like they don't miss.
Yeah, it's great. And their other trade has worked out for them, the OG Anunoby trade, greatly. And he brings a lot of the defense that they're missing when Bogdanovich is going to be out there. So
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, and
The only thing I worry about with this Knicks team is like when you get into the playoffs and the rotation shortens a little bit, like then their strength, which is their depth, becomes less important.
Yeah,
so, like obviously Brunson's a guy where you can rely on to be that first option night in and night out.
Yeah, you don't want Miles McBride
the
starting.
second option gets a little bit dicey. Like I don't know how much I trust Randall to be like a go-to guy in the playoffs. We'll see. I don't know. They could prove us wrong. I don't right now, but I could be wrong.
Randall is finally, but like this year before his shoulders been all messed up. He's really shown us like he's not anyone to mess with. Like he's had up and down years, but I think him and Brunson are finally like vibing and like on the same page with like sharing their roles. And I think it's great to have another guard to lean back on for Brunson just to like take some like freaking weight off his shoulders. Like these past few weeks, man, he's had the Knicks on his back. Like especially with I mean, I think they're one of the best teams since since the new year started, man. Their record is like unbelievable. And Randall's out. I'm not 100% sure what it is exactly, but Brunson is like
Chris is gone. I don't know.
But like Brunson,
yeah, just keep going.
I can't believe Brunson fell to the second round. That's a side note.
Oh, Chris, you back?
There you are.
Using my Discord window.
Oh, you just closed the window?
I've ever done that, yeah.
All right, let's go on to our next winner. That's a perfect transition. Chris just cutting out, leaving.
Define. Oh, it's actually the Cavs have the best record since the new year.
Yeah, the Cavs have been filthy since the new year. Yeah, they've been real nice. Donovan Mitchell has been going off against every team in the league ever since
Cavs, Knicks,
Garland got
Clippers.
injured.
16-2. The Cavs are
16-2. How did I not know that? I've been hearing Clippers. I've not. I mean, I knew D. Mitch was balling because I'm in a fantasy league and he whooped my ass last week. But dang,
I think
16-2 is actually like ridiculous.
I'm surprised. They're a weird team because they have Garland, who everyone loves and everyone thinks is great. And I like when you look at him, it seems like he's great. But when you have him and Mitchell, they both want the ball and they both have the same role. And now that he's been out, Mitchell's been on an absolute almost MVP level tear.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if the Cavs do anything about that in the offseason.
Yeah. Is Garland like he broke his jaw or something, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how long ago that was or when he's coming back.
I think he like just started.
I thought he's back.
I think he's played a few games. but I think
Yeah,
he's
he
definitely
played
been on,
against the
like,
Nets.
a
Yeah,
minutes
he's
restriction.
ramping up.
Hmm.
All right. What are your guys' winners?
All right, I'll do one real quick if you don't mind, Chris. I think
Go for it.
I'm not gonna do an obvious one. I'm gonna sound a little bit like a Buddy Hield meat rider here, but I
Don't
think
say
the
the
70
Sixers.
That was mine.
I
You
was
think the
fine.
76ers won?
let me break it down for you, Brady. I think the 76ers won, and I think they really won. I mean, I
No.
think Buddy Hield
No.
compared to Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly, I know that wasn't that's not how they got him, but like he is just so much. He is such an incredible 3-point shooter. Let me break down some of his stuff. Okay, this one's gonna surprise you. Since 2019, he has made the most threes in the NBA, more than Steph Curry.
That
more
doesn't
than
surprise
anyone.
me.
You telling me they don't need that on their team right now?
No, they need
Like,
perimeter
you're-
defense. They don't have Joel Embiid.
I mean, right now they're just relying on a guy, Tyrese Maxey,
Embiid's
who's
not a
just
perimeter
breaking out of his
defender.
first year. I don't know. He's a career 40% 3-point shooter on 7.7 attempts per game. Like, I think you just can't. He didn't fit on the Pacers. Like, the Pacers.
But
have
nobody, I feel
misfit-
like nobody's liked him anywhere he's been. There's never been a team that's like, I'm so satisfied with Buddy
But
Hield.
there's always like a honeymoon
I
period.
love Buddy Hield.
Like it's not like they're signing him for 4 years. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think he
Yeah.
has like
On
a
the
year or
team for the
two.
rest of this year. And you also you have 35 points a game that just disappeared for a month. You need people to score, and that's what he does.
Yeah, right now with no Embiid, you
Like
can't
it might
rely
be
on.
oversimplifying it, but
Yeah, I think in my eyes that was the perfect move. Like, you can't rely on. Like,
I don't hate that move. It's not that one that I'm mad about. It's the other ones. It doesn't make any sense. Daniel
Getting
Howe,
rid of Pat Bev.
getting rid of Pat Bev for no reason for campaign, and you're giving him to a contender who's gonna play you. And Pat Bev, as we've seen, likes the vengeance. He likes the revenge. He's a perfect fit in Milwaukee.
he's such a fake tough guy.
He's not a fake tough guy. He's just like annoying tough guy because he's not actually good. He's a fake good player.
I don't think he makes that big of an impact.
I think Buddy Hield fits better with the Sixers than he does with the Pacers, and I really don't think Pat Bev fit in 76ers. I wouldn't say the 76ers lost by getting rid of him, but I would say the Milwaukee Bucks won by getting Patrick.
Yeah, because
Beverley.
campaign sucks ass.
Him and Thanasis on your bench, and that in the playoffs is all you need to get through like any adversity. And whatever Dame, I feel like Dame's
It's a great
depressed.
take.
Pat Bev's just gonna be like, stop being a bitch. I don't know. I feel like Pat Bev on Milwaukee is what I think.
I actually love that
I think
take.
that move was just good for the whole NBA.
I like Pat Bev on the Bucks. It actually scares me a little bit because they need some defensive
The
presence.
Bucks have been so ass since they got Doc Rivers.
Also,
They're like,
I mean,
4-5.
I'm not gonna complain, but why did why did the Sixers trade Jaden Springer to the Celtics?
They did spend 3 years developing him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now he's gonna be our backup point guard. Like he's gonna be they're gonna probably play him in the playoffs.
Over Pritchard?
Yeah,
It'll
over
be
Pritchard.
a 9-10 minute.
Yes, over Pritchard. They got him because
Pritchard is kind of crazy.
they got him because Pritchard is too small. Come like Denver and come like Milwaukee. Like they're not gonna play Pritchard against any team that has a big point guard that can guard him. They'll play Pritchard against Campaign though. They'll play Pritchard against Campaign.
Campaign is not really going to get that many minutes.
He's
on
terrible. Pat Bev would have gotten minutes. Pat Bev would have gotten minutes. There's literally no reason.
Minutes and he hasn't even been good on D with the Sixers. I think Buddy Hield is going to be a great fit. I think it just needs to have a little bit of time.
Again, I like the Buddy Hield move. They got rid of nothing for him. They gave him 3 Tic Tacs and they got Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Pacers are doing with that.
I didn't hate that move. I know I'm just kind of jumping all over the place here, but I think the Pacers. I think that trade worked out for both teams. Like the Pacers got 3 second-round picks. Like they don't need Buddy Hield at all. But they don't. Have you seen?
They don't need 3 second-round picks either, man. No team needs 3 second-round picks. No team needs 3 second-round picks.
Yes,
unless you're trading him to get Pat Bev.
The first round, second round picks in the NBA.
I think the
Is it
exchange
4 or
rate is
3?
no.
Like
It's
3
probably
second rounds?
Jalen Brunson was a second round pick.
I
Jalen
think,
Brunson was a second round pick.
yeah. So is Jokic and
So
Draymond.
is Jokic.
Yeah. And GG Jackson, the best player in the league. The
But Naismith coming out with the Pacers, just there was no point in having Buddy Hield for them.
Yeah, that's it. We kind of talked about that with the Siakam trade. Like, you got rid of one of your strengths. That's been a strength of theirs. Like, it would at first glance it would appear that Buddy Hield is a perfect fit with this team because he's such a good shooter. But then you look at the rest of the team, it's like, well, they have some massive deficiencies, and like
They
Buddy
all
Hield,
shoot.
Buddy Hield doesn't play defense.
which they can already
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That
Buddy
entire
Hield.
Pacers team could shoot, lights out.
Well, and they had to give minutes to Mathurin at some point, so they had to free up some space for him. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's going to get more minutes, and I'm glad. I can't believe I had no idea who Naismith was until a few weeks ago when they put him in the starting lineup, and now he's been freaking balling on the Pacers.
Oh,
He's a certified shooter.
No, Naismith.
Yeah, he's a certified
Really?
shooter. Yeah, because the Celtics drafted him at like 14. Yeah. All right. I can't believe you think the Sixers. I don't hate their moves, but they could have done so much more. They could have been the team that gets
That's
DeAndre
not the
Hunter.
team that could have done more, bro.
Yes, what are you talking about? They had Nick Batum. They could have gotten rid of. They had Marcus
As
Morris.
long
They
as
got
they're-
rid of. They had.
I think the Sixers are going to make a big move this offseason. I don't think now's the time to do it.
They don't even know if their star's coming back.
Yeah, I guess that's
You
fair.
don't need to make a blockbuster trade. You just need to set yourself up and get rid of. I don't think Pat Bev fit well there. I don't think that trade was crazy.
I guess we'll agree to disagree. We'll see how it goes on the court.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, that's what we're here to talk
Yeah,
about.
that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. All right, Chris, what's your winner?
I thought that the
Pick a
Celtics
real winner.
honestly had a good deadline.
Thank you.
And like
By doing
I
nothing.
hate to do this because they're your team. But I mean, that's what it looks like. But they got two dudes off the bench that are going to give them like 10 to 12 minutes in the playoffs. Xavier Tillman, I remember him from Michigan State, and that might be their only reason why I like this.
He beat
But, like,
beat Zion.
He's a grown ass man.
He beat Zion in
Like,
the Final
he's
Four.
a man. And like when you can bring him in for Porzingis, like that's such a big difference that just completely changes the play style for 10 to 12 minutes. You know, like Porzingis is soft. We know that.
So
And you bring in Tillman, who's just gonna grind out and like wear down the opposing center forward. I like that, honestly. Like he's a dog.
I'm gonna go over their ins and outs. They got Jaden Springer, Xavier Tillman, and a second, and they got out Banton, Lamar Stevens, and 2 seconds. So not only did they get
That's the other thing is you got
2
rid of
upgrades.
Nothing.
Yeah, we got rid of 2 guys who were never gonna play for this team.
I
And
think that's a good point with Tillman. He really is like exactly what you need behind Porzingis.
Yep.
Like he's the opposite of Porzingis.
And he's Porzingis insurance. He can be
Yes,
our
yes.
backup big, and Al Horford can start if Porzingis gets hurt. You know,
Right now, do they have Horford at the 4 or do they have him at the 6 man?
normally they have him as a 6-man, but they have so many flexibilities with. Sometimes they don't play Porzingis. Like they sit guys all the time because they're so deep.
Yeah.
That they'll put Horford out at the 4 all the time. But I like him when he's on the bench because he's 35 years old, 36 years old.
Mhm.
You can't have Al starting in the playoffs.
No, you can't have him starting the
It's,
playoffs.
at some point, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
He had like 28 against the Hawks though. Did you guys see that? He was like stealing the ball
Yeah.
from them, like going on the other end, like coast to coast threes. Like it was insane.
Yeah.
Revenge game.
Yeah, revenge game.
People forget that Hawks. Hawks.
They
team
were the
was
one
number
team.
seed.
Yeah, the one seed.
With him and Jeff Teague and Corver.
Also,
That
how
was
did
so random.
wait? I also don't understand. Can we go back to like we were talking about second round picks a second ago? If teams are like actually looking to get these second round picks, like you're talking about the Sixers get a second round pick and whatever, or the Pacers got 2 second round picks. How the hell did the Celtics get another? Like, how did they get one? How did they get 1 second round pick? They upgraded their guys and were like, Brad Stevens is like, yeah, I'll take that pick too. Yeah, I was like, I'll take that pick too. And they're like, yes, daddy, Brad Stevens, please take our pick. He's the man.
Yeah, I don't understand that
That's the
either.
other thing with the Celtics is I trust every move that they
Not-
made at the top.
And like, they clearly it hasn't won yet. It hasn't proven that it's a championship level roster. But like, Brad Stevens, if it was on paper, this guy would have like 18 championships alone. Brad
Yeah,
it
Stevens
was
can,
2K.
yeah. If it was 2K, yeah, or he could turn injuries off.
Yeah.
That would be like he'd be the greatest GM like of all time. All right, let's go to a loser. I had my biggest loser of the whole shebang was the Raptors. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They brought in Spencer Dinwiddie, Kelly Olynyk, Osha Ajabi.
I did not get trading a pick for Olynyk.
I like-
That blew my mind.
And wait.
But no, it was because Abaji was in there too.
Yeah, Abaji's nice. I
that
like
was
Abaji.
not like a first for Olynyk.
But
I think they're taking a flyer on him.
out they got rid of Kyrie Lewis, Otto Porter, Dennis Schroeder, Thad Young, a first, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Because they bought him out
None of
immediately.
these guys do anything. Yeah,
No,
none of
they-
these guys do anything for me.
No, that's
Thaddeus Young and a first round pick for that is unbelievable. I'm right there with you.
I don't know what the hell they're
I
doing.
was talking with Chris separately, and this sounds crazy, but I don't hate Spencer Dinwiddie. I think he plays a role fine. I think he's had some fits where he really doesn't fit. Like he didn't.
Like
he
the
didn't
Wizards?
fit on the Nets. He didn't fit on the Wizards.
Anywhere.
He didn't fit on the Mavs. He's just a guy.
Where did he fit? Where did he fit? Where did he fit?
5 years.
He's never fit. That's what I'm saying. So he needs to change his scenery.
So he needs to play with LeBron, where he never fits, or no player ever fits.
No player will ever fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he's cursed. I've been out on him ever since he beefed with Kyle Kuzma. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Ever since Kuzma dunked on him.
Yeah, because Kuzma is such a likable guy.
Yeah. Ever since he beefed with Kyle Kuzma.
And shitty on
Bitch.
That was hilarious.
But to trade, like I like Ajabi. I'm not gonna lie. And that first is not their first. And what I was brought up is that they have.
People just see first round picks and get all up in arms.
Yeah.
It's an OKC first round pick,
Not
so it's
wrong.
probably gonna be like the 30th pick.
Yeah.
But what I heard the mindset was that they have a top 10 pick protected going to the Spurs. So they have to be what is it? Like they have to miss the play-in basically. But then I don't know why you're getting Kelly Olynyk
Say
then.
that again?
Top 10
They
protected.
traded-
Top 10 protected
so if it's
to the
10
Spurs.
Or worse, they keep it. If not, it goes to the Spurs.
I think it's the other way.
Yeah, I think it's the other way around. I think if
Like
they keep
10, 9, 8, 7.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
have the Spurs pick, or do the Spurs have their pick?
because they traded for Jakob Poeltl, so they got
The
they
Spurs
gave
top
the
10 protected.
yeah
Spurs
they
have their pick.
yes the Spurs have their pick top
So
10
if it's
protected
1 through 10, they keep it.
yes. So they want to be bad enough to be 1 through 10,
Right.
but
And I think
Kelly
that's-
Olynyk's kind of nice with it.
Kelly Olynyk.
Like,
I love
okay,
Kelly
yeah,
Olynyk.
like Kelly Olynyk's not
He's-
bad.
Oh, yeah.
he doesn't look like a basketball player.
He's another Canadian. They're 3 out of the 5 all Canadian team.
Yeah.
I like Ajabi.
I don't know what to think.
I don't know what
about
they're doing
this-
either.
About their deadline. I honestly
No.
don't know what to think. If you're a fan of the team, you just got to trust that they have some sort of vision.
I was talking
like,
to a
they're
fan of the
building,
team,
like-
and he was just like, I don't know what the hell. Like, I don't know what's going on.
There's a Raptors fan in South Carolina.
Yeah, he's from Buffalo originally, so he just I guess went up a little more north.
Went up north. Yeah.
I mean, that's like
Um,
right across. It's
Yeah. All right. I got one major winner that I think we didn't touch. on.
Sorry, before we move on, we just couldn't figure out we just gave up on the Raptors. Just couldn't figure it out. We were just like, all right, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
the discussion about the pick was my like defense. What actually happened at their like? I honestly I can't understand what they did. Like, they didn't sell, but like they kind of did.
No, and they're gonna give a lot.
I
Like
don't-
they're giving a lot of minutes now to Emmanuel Quickly, a lot of minutes to RJ. I guess that's what they want, but like
Gotti.
Yeah, Right.
But I don't know why
they're building around Scotty Barnes.
Jakob
That's
Pertl should have been out of
the
here.
takeaway.
If they really were trying to rebuild, like try to get Jakob out of here, try to get Gary Trent out of
I
here.
don't think they are
Yeah.
though. They're
Yeah.
kind of like they're trying to in between it and like
I don't
they're
understand
they're trying to
that.
put
That never
Barnes in.
works. That never works.
It doesn't.
No, I
Like,
know.
Jakob
you also,
Pertl
like,
and
you
Scotty
have-
Barnes as like
you
your
need-
core and like RJ Barrett to back you up, and that's what you're relying on. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
All right.
I think
We
it's
should. I
more of
should
a
have brought it back
position.
up. We should have just. Yeah, I think we should have just
like-
let it go.
You're almost
I think
taking
it's like a what
flyers
the hell
like,
did even happen with them? It's like what they just kind of did opposites, and then they were just like, okay,
Well, and I kind of like Schroeder. Like, why'd they get rid of
Yeah.
Schroeder? Like, what is that? Like, just
Schroeder,
to
I feel
buy
bad
out?
for him,
Yeah,
man.
just to buy out
He's
Dinwiddie.
probably taking away too many minutes.
All right. What was your last winner you wanted to touch up on?
okay, I want to do. I got.
Tell me
one
it's the
last
Charlotte
winner.
Hornets.
Okay, I got the Dallas Mavericks 100%.
All right.
Getting PJ
Yeah,
Washington
I like that too.
and Daniel Gafford.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous. I mean, Lively's already been great for them at center. but
Now he
I
doesn't
just
even have to.
wanna point
He's
out-
backup now. I love it.
He has
Yeah,
some injury
but
problems.
let me point out how good of a season Daniel Gafford's having right now. He's getting over 2 blocks a game, and this is what Luka
Take
needs.
note, everyone. Take note.
He has a center that shoots 70% from the field. He doesn't bullshit around.
No, he doesn't
Luka
fuck
doesn't
around.
need a center to try to score points. That's why it didn't work with Wood. They need him to get buckets inside the perimeter. Inside the restricted area, and he shoots 70%. I think that was a big win for them.
I think
And I think
Gafford.
PJ
It's
Washington.
also like I don't think we've even seen. Go ahead, talk about PJ.
I think PJ Washington is an incredible fit too. Me and Chris were texting about this. I thought they were going to go after either Jeremy Grant or Miles Bridges, but they went the other way with Chris called it with PJ Washington. And I think I see a lot of people saying like people acting like PJ Washington's an all-star, PJ acting like he's a
They don't need
star.
him to be an all-star.
They don't. They have
Right, yeah, they have.
he is exactly what they need. He shoots pretty well from 3. He's had an off year, I will admit. I think he's shooting 32% from 3 this year, which isn't great. But he's a freak athlete too, and Luka will make anyone better. Like he really does. And I think having Gafford at the 5 and then some perimeter spacing at the 4 with Washington, who's also a freak athlete, I think that team is a serious contender for the West.
I like
If
this. I like their
100%,
moves a
I'll
lot.
say-
Can I get just a little recap ins and outs because I wrote it down, so I don't want to waste my ink.
Yeah, please do actually.
Yes.
All right, ins. Gafford, PJ Washington out. Holmes, Seth Curry, Grant Williams, a second, a first from OKC, and a top 2 protected first. Charlotte.
So I thought the first that they sent to the Wizards was weird.
All right, I tried to look at that.
Like,
It's
or
I have no idea what it is.
so I don't know how this is possible, but they were like,
okay,
or-
if my team's bad and if we do these exact numbers, you don't get it. Like I don't think there's actually
the
rules in the
NBA draft
protection.
is the most confusing thing ever.
I know.
Like the protected picks to I think the way that this one works is that there's like 4 picks on the table. The one that gets sent to the Wizards is the second worst out of them, and it was like the Jazz, OKC, Dallas, and
Literally
Doesn't-
makes
I don't
no
even-
sense. And when I
It's
looked at,
basically- it's
like,
gonna
I
be
tried-
in the 20s, I think.
I looked at the trade. I tried to look at the trade recap too, and when I'm looking at it, it's like Wizards receive, Dallas receives, and it was like OKC receives. What the hell? And it was just like something
Yeah,
with
I don't
that
know how they
pick.
wiggled their way in.
No, somehow with that pick, they're just like in there, and like it's basically just like one of these
so
picks
they
will go to
traded
one of
their-
us.
They traded that pick to the Mavericks for a later pick swap, and then the Mavericks flipped the pick to the Wizards.
All right.
The Mavericks basically gave up a pick swap in like 2020. Anyway, we'll worry about that in 4 years.
It'll be some so it's some
Uh,
13-year-old right now that is just like sitting in.
Yeah.
that's crazy to think about. But Gafford, he's had that great year playing with Tyus Jones and Jordan Poole as his guards.
Which is
So like, if you
Now
don't
he
think
gets
there's gonna
Kyrie
be a
Irving and
huge
Luka
upgrade
Doncic.
with
he has
Luka
arguably the
running the
best, like a
point,
top 5 playmaker ever. And like that's
Yes.
I think
And
Luka
that's
and
literally what
Gafford
he
in the
does.
pick
He
and
just
roll is
floats
going to
around
be
the
dangerous.
basket and puts the ball in the hoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
I think
a seamless
Luka-
fit. I think.
I agree. And I think I remember seeing reports like Luka was super excited about getting PJ Washington too. I think just finally I mean,
Get some rim runners on this team. Like that.
Get
Like
some-
get some rim runners.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, give Luka some support, man. I'm surprised this guy isn't crushed from the weight. He's literally been carrying this Dallas Mavericks team on his back his entire career. Like,
Well, and what I
it's
like too, like they saw the Grant Williams experiment. They had 50 days of it, like
yeah.
59 games or whatever, whatever
I
time
felt
we're
so
at.
bad for him.
But
Yeah.
it clearly was not working. And afterwards, if you see like some of the clips from like their sidelines throughout the year and like some of their quotes, it's like, oh, I think Kyrie and Luka like hated him, like really hated
Yeah.
him. Like
Yeah.
he's
He
gonna be a
doesn't see
he's gonna
it.
be a
From him
Charlotte
to
legend.
PJ Washington is such a hilarious transition.
Yeah.
He's
It's
gonna
like
be a
body
Charlotte
type.
legend.
Yeah.
Absolute Charlotte legend.
Yep.
Him and
That was-
LaMelo are gonna do the
Literally losers,
goofiest
like,
things
Grant
known to man.
Williams is the biggest loser in this whole thing.
He really is.
Or Rashawn Holmes, I guess.
Yeah.
Except the Washington.
Well, it's funny when
I'm
you look
happy
at
with
it.
the Wizards getting a first round pick for Gafford. I think you'd take that.
Pretty expected.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
if you didn't see him as your long term center, which obviously they didn't.
Let's
Yeah,
give some
I'll
respect to
talk about it now.
Gafford in
I'm right
Washington.
with you.
His time in Washington,
I
he
like
was
Gafford a
he was a
lot as a
great
wizard.
wizard. He was
Yeah.
an all-time wizard.
He was.
Retire his jersey.
Yeah, honestly, put him up there.
Put him in the rafters.
The rafters. He dealt through like some of the
Um,
worst years in Wizards history.
I'm like actually like I
Yes, he
think
really did.
I think this was their time to make a move. Talking about the Mavericks, and I think I'm just so glad, and I think Luka's finally relieved that they actually did something. Like it's just been dancing around. I feel like the last 2 or 3 trade deadlines, we've been like, what are the Mavs gonna do? Are they gonna go? Are they gonna push? And it's just been like, it's been kind of lackluster. And I just love to see them finally make
Aside
a move.
from being Kyrie.
These
I mean,
all right.
yeah.
This is the Mavs moves are. This is how you tell if you watch basketball or not. If people are excited about if you're a Mavs fan and you're like, oh, I don't know about this Gafford guy, PJ Washington, we'd be like, you just don't watch basketball, man. Like you just gear up.
Gafford this year has been
like what we're
unreal.
talking about with the Celtics. Also, like you don't need to go out and like make the huge splash. It's so much like if you watch that Nuggets team from last year, like I think it's easy to say that they didn't have the best roster in the NBA, but the fit and like the way the guys played with
Yeah.
each other.
Well, and I think the
by
Celtics
far number
were
one.
very
Like, that's
careful
more
with that
important than
because
going out and getting like DeJounte Murray or Kuzma.
well, and that's why teams like the Lakers are always screwed because when it comes to trade deadline, it's like they're half their teams in the rumors. It's like how you ever think you're going to win a championship if you want to trade half your team at the deadline?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the Lakers.
Okay.
Nothing
Was done.
Nuggets.
Nothing.
And I think that
Shocked?
speaks volumes.
I couldn't
And
believe
then reports came out saying they can use 3 of their first round picks at the end of this year to get Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie Irving, like all these guys, and it's the same thing every year.
Like this is
I
not.
know.
That's not how you do.
You know
it.
why? And it's
It works with the Clippers, I guess, but
this has to be like as much as LeBron is an amazing basketball mind and an amazing basketball player, I mean, like the greatest player I've ever seen. But the guy is obsessed with getting the stars and obsessed with getting the like. If you look at what the
He needs to
Lakers,
realize he's the star.
well, and if you realize he's always like, I need more help. I need more help. The Lakers have traded away almost their entire roster every year
Dude,
for LeBron.
I want to point out real quick, where the hell is Christian Wood, dude? I thought he was going to come in and be such a good fit, and now he doesn't even
He
start.
barely
Like,
even plays.
I thought he would be a great power forward. I've heard like reports that him and the coach don't get along. Like,
Well, their coach is an idiot. My
Yeah.
my
I
He
can't
said he
believe
didn't
I can't
follow
believe
there.
he didn't work with them. I really can't believe that he didn't work with
a
them.
couple of my friends and I have had a heated debate between Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood on this Lakers team, and
Dude,
I don't understand why Jackson Hayes is getting more freaking minutes, but
I don't understand
Christian
either.
Wood-
Christian Wood is
He's
him
a
on the Mavs. He was great. He
Well,
was
and like
exactly what
they
need.
talk about, oh, they need scoring. They need like that's where you're gonna get your scoring and your playmaking.
Exactly.
Christian
He
Wood is
definitely has
also.
that-
I will also say though, Christian Wood has been ass on like 7 teams. So like I can
Yeah.
see where the argument comes in
Yeah.
on the other way. A low key winner. I want to give a shout out because no one does it. No one's gonna be talking about them today. But the Charlotte Hornets did the right thing and they got some picks. I like the top 2 protected from the Mavs. It's in 2026. or I think it's 2026 or 2027. Who knows what that team looks like by then? So I like that.
I mean, with Luka, you're always going to be like you're never going to be top 10. But
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
could
but
be
you could
somebody
be.
else.
They had top 10 last year. They got 10th pick.
I guess.
They got Trey Mann, who is like the new Scary Terry. Like, just plug him into that role. I love that. They got Chris Hagen, Davis Bertans, as my brother said. That was so foul.
That was
Why
such a
did you
low
see
blow.
that?
That was such a low blow.
My brother texted me.
I don't even have that. Like, I don't have that kind of jump shot.
I know. My brother texted me. He
I'm
goes,
much more of a facilitator.
"Oh, the Hornets got
Chris
Chris Hagen.
Hagen.
Chris Hagen from OKC."
I need to do more shoulder press.
They got
Can't be compared to that guy.
Missick, who I have no idea who that is. Seth Curry from Charlotte. The first domino in getting Steph Curry eventually, because it's got to happen at some point. Like this terrible franchise has to eventually get overpaid.
40,
Yeah, that's what I'm
he's
saying.
on his Kyle
Yeah,
Kuzma
yeah,
run.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then they got Grant Williams, who
He's gonna have a lot of fun with.
he's
the
gonna
Bucks.
have a great time. He's gonna have a blast.
They're so bad.
He's gonna have a blast.
No,
Like, I
that's
guess
what
they
I'm
did,
saying.
like they did
But,
fine
like-
this deadline, but that organization is just a dumpster fire.
They're
Yeah,
terrible.
that's what happens when Michael Jordan owns the
They're
franchise. But
terrible.
I'm right there with you. I had them as one of my winners too. I think it's great to see him finally like being like, okay, we're ass. Let's harvest some first round picks finally. Like they
And
had-
just like
I
do
mean,
something. Like just like they've had Gordon and Terry Rozier and all these guys for like
Yeah.
5 years. Like just
Yeah.
give them up at this
It's
point.
yeah. I like them holding on to Miles Bridges. I know
I
he
do like
has
that
some
too.
off-
Yeah, yeah.
I know he has some off the court issues. But I think he is a like actually incredible scorer. If you look at his last 2 games,
He's got like 45s. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a great player on the court.
him and LaMelo, they'll fit. I like that they're getting first round picks. That sets him up. They just were like, okay, we're ass. I accept it, and I think that was a great move.
Yeah, and I don't hate Trey Mann. Like,
I don't
mean,
hate
he's
him either.
something.
I think he's
I don't
young
hate
enough
Grant
to-
Williams either. I think if he gets some
No.
confidence eventually back,
Yeah,
and they're not going to need him to do any like they don't need him to do anything. So
Yeah.
I don't hate him there either. One team I was questionable about. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. But when you're talking about Charlotte, they traded Gordon Hayward to OKC. It's kind of like they bought faulty insurance. It's like they bought insurance, but
Thunder?
the risk is still super high because like they got insurance for their guys. They got like another scorer off the bench who's a veteran guy. They have a young team, but he's also could
think
be
they
injured the whole
started-
playoffs.
yeah.
I think that move is more about getting an adult in the room, where a team where no one's over 25 or 26.
What makes me
Yeah, I
mad
was-
though is
And now
like
you bring in Gordon Hayward, and you at least have somebody who's been there before.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like, even if you just forget any of his basketball ability and like how he fits on the team, that alone I think is
I
why they
had
made that deal.
when I think he
I
does
had
fit
the-
on the team because he's like a better Giddy, right?
he's a hell of a scorer, Gordon Hayward. People forget. I mean, before his injuries, he was the man. Back on
But
the
did you see?
Celtics,
Do
I
you
know
see all the?
remember.
Do you see all the clips? They were like, oh, this is the OKC this is the Gordon Hayward that OKC got, and it's all like the Utah Jazz 2010 highlights. Like some people are
Yeah.
retweeting it, like, is that Kobe Bryant playing? I see in this highlight video?
I like.
I can't believe
the
he's
move
been in the league
really.
this long, honestly. Just wasting away in Charlotte. So like if we're doing winners, like player wise.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward's a definite winner. He went from the Hornets to a
right now.
championship contender.
Coming out of the hood. Like,
And if they could get
Literally.
what bothers me about this move is not that they got Gordon Hayward, is that they only got Gordon Hayward. I wish they got a center to back up Chet.
Yeah, but I think their reasoning for this was like, I think it's ridiculous how many picks they have, and I think they're gonna make their move in the offseason. I think they're great enough where they are. I mean, they're a top 3 team in the West right now. I do understand what you're saying, like getting a move now for a push, but I mean, they're not in risk of losing any of their guys really right now.
Yeah, but
And-
they didn't need a push. They could have gotten a Nick Claxton for 2 first-round picks, and they would have eaten up nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but why would you give up like
Because Nick Claxton would be a great defender on the back end of they're
Or-
trying to win the championship. They have Chet Holmgren, who's 23 years old. Get a second
Everyone on their
center.
team is our age, man. It's ridiculous.
But they're right there to win the chip
Window was
still.
like 10 years.
But 10 years,
They
spend
have
years.
it,
That's what they
bro.
thought about Kevin Durant. They can win the chip this year if they went for it.
They could not win the.
Yes, they
this year.
can. Yes, they can.
I don't
1,000%.
think so. I don't think
They are
can.
so.
If they
young.
got a backup center, they could have.
Let's not.
Okay, wait. If they didn't win, if they don't think they're gonna win the championship, then why are you trading for 33-year-old Gordon Hayward?
To get
in the
a little,
room.
yeah.
Why? So he can leave next year? Like, who cares if you have an adult in the room if you're not gonna try to win the chip? If you're not trying to win the chip, who cares about an adult in the room?
I'm not saying they're not trying to win the chip.
I think
I'm
they're
saying,
trying to win the
it's a
chip,
calculated
like, next
move
year.
to not go all in this year.
But they have enough picks. There's no way there's no reason why they would have to go all in to get some bum center. They just had to get like a Drummond. Like, give me a Drummond. Drummond's on that team. It's like, yeah, it would have been epic.
Drummond could have been the adult in the room too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Honestly,
saying.
We don't know what the asking prices were. Like,
Well, Drummond's the fourth best player in the league. We talked about it last episode. So eighth, my bad. Eighth best player in the league.
Okay, the Thunder have 3 first-round picks this year.
And they're not going to take anyone with them. Why should they take any player with those
Because
picks?
they're gonna make a move in the offseason.
Why not make the move when you have the chance to win the chip this season? You could give up one of those first-round picks and still have 2. You could give up 1 for no reason and still have 2.
And then a whole season to play and like learn that fit with whoever they bring in.
Wyatt might need to be a regular.
You don't want to jam something
is
in
too
right
much
now.
fun.
I don't think.
This is
It's-
too-
like,
this is-
obviously, they're smart. They're a smart team. Like they're not bozos.
I don't know, but they didn't. They gave up nothing for this. They could have still given up nothing and gotten a center. That's what I'm trying to say. They could have.
I don't know if that's true though.
Who is their backup center?
I think it's the guy from Arkansas, Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams.
Ah, they do have 2 Jalen Williams.
They do.
Yeah, their centers right now are Chet, Jalen Williams, and
Kenrich Williams.
Oliver Sarr, and Kendrick. And here it is, Kendrick Williams, who's a guard forward. Actually, he's not even. Dude, they have 1 center on the team. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They got to get 1 other guy in there. Like, I'm not saying they have to get fucking Jokic or Giannis.
I hear you now. I hear you, Brady. I don't think.
But I think maybe their plan.
I think they could have done better.
Maybe their plan is the buyout market. We don't know what the buyout market's going to be. We don't know who's going to get bought out. So maybe a guy like Drummond does get bought out.
I'm saying you can't
Robin
crucify him
Lopez?
for not making.
Robin Lopez would be a great. I would love Robin Lopez on this team. Yeah, let's get Robin Lopez. Yeah, let's
I
get
would love
Robin
him on any team.
Yes,
He just got bought out, right?
Rob Zilla, yeah, he got traded to the Kings and then
He
bought
just
out.
got bought out.
Did you see he was at the Bucks game last night, just reading a book in the sidelines?
Yeah, I think the Bucks did great too.
Yeah, I think the
They
Bucks
really-
did
they
good.
didn't need him. They
No,
saved
and
a lot of money.
campaign sucks. Like as we talked about earlier. Campaign.
They saved like $8 million on Robin Lopez because they got cash and then they got rid of his contract.
All right. We covered all the teams I wrote down as winners.
The Warriors.
Losers.
Nothing. Again, like we talked about all these guys, they have to do at least something. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still on the hook with Wiggins. Still on the hook with Chris Paul. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with Clay.
Clay sucks.
I think they're just hoping. So,
like, what do you do?
Clay Thompson is like actually.
Have they gotten to the point where they just don't care and we won 4 championships? Let's just let these guys ride it out together.
I think that and
Chris Paul wasn't on any of those teams. Like, get his ass out of there.
there's a. I think there's a.
Wiggins. He was on one of the teams.
I think
like, he had his Make-A-Wish run.
I think what they're hoping for is that, the Jazz. Like they did, like the Jazz, another team, not disappointing, I would say, because I don't think they were gonna win anything, but like weird. Like they got rid of Kelly Olynyk, got rid of Agabi. They don't upgrade anything around their centerpiece really, so they're kind of like I guess the Warriors are hoping that they just kind of fall out of the
Yeah.
the playoff race.
Yeah.
Because I think they also have a top 10 pick going somewhere that if they don't make the play-in, they get to keep that pick.
Yeah. My two main losers that I had were the Bulls and the Blazers.
Oh,
I
the
am so
Bulls.
confused.
Yeah.
All right.
So
This is
confused.
the Bulls
Just
with
one sec. They're paying the Blazers are paying DeAndre Ayton $40 million. Zach LaVine's getting paid $40 million. They have like the Blazers have guys like Brogdon and Grant who like teams were seeking after. I heard rumors about them forever. Like I was almost
never going anywhere.
I know. I don't get it.
just
And
love him.
Brogdon would be a great backup to any contender team. They could have gotten value for him. Same with Grant. Grant could have gone to the Mavericks instead of PJ. Like, and Scoot obviously is not working. We have to kind of like figure out what we're doing.
give
And
Scoot some
Give him
time.
some time.
Yeah, give
Give
Scoot
him
some
some
time.
time.
Dude, he looks
might be
looks
okay.
like bad. He looks like a
Give
deer
him
in
some
headlights
time.
every time he steps on the field. He is like he is younger than me, so I will give him some slack. But
Yeah.
and then the Bulls,
all right.
like I was looking, the Bulls don't have what do I have here? The Bulls,
All right, wait. While you're looking at that, I hate the Bulls.
me too.
There are so many bad teams in this league. They're the Pistons, your Wizards, your all these teams, and somehow they are the worst run one. They are the least competent, least like look in the goddamn mirror, man. You guys stink. And all these they're every offseason and every freaking trade deadline, it's like, we like our core. We think we can win with this core. How many seasons does it take for you to learn that you're not going to win with that core?
It's ridiculous. Like
They are the Wizards.
Literally part 2.
Yeah, they're the new Wizards because
And
Levine is
like,
Bradley
4
Beal.
years, and they're going to be in the exact same spot.
Yep, Levine
the
is
Bulls, okay. The
is
Bulls
Bradley
have
Beal.
no first round picks this year, none, because they're not. One of them's getting deferred, and
they're such losers. They're
in
losers.
2025, their only first round pick is a top 10 protected from the Spurs. So unless the Spurs somehow go from ass to good, then they're not getting any pick again next year.
They're so lame.
So they have nothing, but they're going to pay Zach LaVine $40 million.
That you could have flipped.
Caruso, you could have gotten 2 firsts for. You could have gotten 2 firsts for
Caruso.
Caruso.
About the Bulls is
at least one.
Like they have 4 good guards. Like they're like.
Oh, I know.
They have like Caruso he's decent. Or Dosumu or whatever his name is.
Caruso.
He's popping off. Kobe White having a career year.
I like Kobe White. Late bloomer, Kobe White. Late bloomer,
yes.
Kobe White.
Late bloomer. He was not good to start his career at all.
No, he wasn't good for 4 years. Yeah, he wasn't good for like 4 years.
He was, and then he went down, and then he's come back up. He's had a weird career arc.
Yeah,
he's had a weird
his rookie year was his best than this one. It was like the in between year, like the sophomore slump really hit him. I guess.
Wait, hold on. Complete side note. I don't know why this popped in my head. Did you guys see the clip of? This was like my favorite Ben Simmons moment ever. It was last night. Him and Jared Allen got into a scrap, and Ben Simmons just like shoved Jared Allen to the ground and then like stood over him, and Jared Allen rushed him, and Ben Simmons didn't flinch. I'm like, Ben, that's like the best thing you've done in your entire basketball career.
Yeah, the best thing he's ever done is push someone over. Congrats, Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
What an ass.
He is what could have been, man.
Dude, the Nets are another team.
And
what the hell are you guys
He
doing?
was him for a little bit.
The Nets could have gotten like they're all the Nets are
the Wizards.
everyone's saying they're worried about that they don't have any first round picks for next year. And I guess the same with the Bulls. Like maybe go acquire some new ones. Also, yeah, where are they going? But well, I mean, they're going to Houston for Harden.
Nets, like,
Yeah.
But also, then go replenish the picks. Like you have the players to go get the picks. It's not like you don't have the players to get rid of. Sorry. We want to keep Dorian Finney-Smith. We think he stays with our timeline. What the fuck's wrong with these guys? I don't understand these teams. Like, I would be my ass would be my ass would be trading and trying to get 5 first-round picks for some dumb team for Miles Bridges last year.
A lot of these teams, I think what happens with a lot of these teams we're so confused about is like the management and the owners, they're making like fuck you money. Like, and they're just like, why try, man? Like, why do I need to? I'm making a killing, and I don't need to.
Well,
do all
and
this
a lot of
bullshit.
these guys are worried. Like, if
Also,
I do
like,
make the
if you get
trade,
rid of-
I can get fired.
Right.
If
you're
I stay
getting rid of
500,
players
I'll
who
stay. And
actually
yeah.
are selling tickets.
I
Like,
think that's
Miles
a
Bridges,
big problem.
Paul Bridges is the face of the franchise right now. If you just trade him away, and like you're not selling any tickets, but it's also like the Wizards do okay right now. The tickets here, like they have no marketable players. I
No,
try
they
hustle
market
every
the-
day to work, and Tyus Jones is the one on the freaking like,
They market the district
Him
more
and
than
Gafford.
anything, and they want to move from the district. Denny. Oh, that's awesome. That's epic.
It's
I
up
love.
to date
I
right
was
now.
worried Denny was gonna be
They lowered
moved.
the price.
I love Denny.
I love Denny
No,
too.
I think they like. I think they see Denny
Oh,
long
oh,
term.
they loved. You think they
Sign him
like
to an
Denny?
extension.
Yeah, I think they like Denny. It's like the social
You
media.
see a love fest for Denny. Just go on Wizards.
Yeah, Wizards Twitter. It's like
They
every week it's about
love
Denny.
that guy. He's increased his point average from like 9 to 13, and you would think that he is like Michael Jordan.
So good.
Yeah, I know.
My favorite was when
So
when what's his name Bilal got the rookie team for All Star, and they were like, yeah, he's like first in blocks and second in steals and rookies, and his 3-point percentage in rookies is very high, and it's
rookies.
like, yeah, it's just like it was
you
so
should
like
see him, like people will just throw him up next to Paul George's rookie year. Like, I think we got something here. And like, I'm excited about him.
They're
but,
searching
like,
for something.
let's just wait and see.
I love the tweet. It was right before the trade deadline, probably Wednesday, and it was just like, everyone on the Wizards is open for game besides Blau. There's just him just sitting there.
I do love him though.
Last thing I'll say
I like
before
Kawhi.
we finally move on from Chicago, we got a little sidetracked, is you might be able to flip these guys in the off season. I don't know, like I was reading something the other day that I don't know if it's teams are just more willing to trade their picks after the season, or if it's like you get access to more picks that you can trade.
Yeah, you do. You get
But,
access
like,
to more.
maybe
You can trade.
and if you wait, you can get 2 firsts for someone like Caruso. Whereas right now, if you're asking for that, you're probably not getting it.
It's fair. That makes
So,
sense.
That's the only
Explanation.
I can accept that if they do a rebuild this offseason.
I don't
If
think.
not,
Yeah,
then I don't know what the hell it is.
doing nothing
don't
though
have
is
to sell it.
crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah.
All right. What team we want to go to next? I think we hit most of them. I like what the Suns did. I don't know. I didn't write down their full details because they kind of moved around a lot of things. But they got David Roddy from the Grizzlies, and they got Royce O'Neal from the Nets. Royce O'Neal just finds his way in Kevin Durant's team every other year.
What's weird about the Suns don't have a point guard.
Nope.
I was about
They're
to
the
say-
only team in the league that doesn't have a point guard.
Not until their third string.
Yeah, they literally
Like,
don't
they-
have a point guard.
It works. And I was talking with Chris.
It won't,
about this,
though.
and I was like,
It won't work.
no, it
It
won't.
can't work.
No,
I
you know
don't
why? Because
understand.
there's 75 years of basketball that tell you
You know who they
otherwise.
should have gotten? Malcolm Brogdon.
That would have been perfect.
You know who they should have gotten? What about Chris Paul? I don't like.
There's no
don't
way.
I don't get it.
They do. They need some sort
I
of
don't
point
get
guard.
it.
Like,
no, I'm not saying they should have went and got him at this deadline. I'm saying like I never
run-
understood the parting ways from Chris Paul. Like,
to
I know
run
they
for
weren't gonna
Beal-
make the finals, but like
to run point guard with Beal is so mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's it doesn't
It's
make
honestly,
any sense.
it's honestly a spit
his
on
assist numbers are surprisingly high. I will say.
who's the guy who made basketball something Naismith, right? James Naismith. There it is.
I saw yesterday.
That's a
Grayson
spit on his
Allen-
grave. That's a spit on his
Grayson
grave.
Allen had 14 assists. That should never happen.
Grayson Allen had
Grayson
14 assists. Yeesh.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but a
That
Brogdon
should
would have been
never
perfect. A Brogdon would have been.
Brogdon would have been perfect, and it would have
Brogdon
been
would've
great.
a good fit on this team, or like even like a Tyus Jones,
Yeah,
Monty Morris who went to the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
I like that move too.
Like just anyone. Like it doesn't have to be a star. Literally
Trey
just somebody
Jones
who can
even.
come in and
on the Spurs.
facilitate for a little bit.
The
Yeah.
Spurs, another team. What do you like? All right, just waste Wemby's year then. Go ahead. Waste his
I
first
think
year.
that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I
think
mean,
they're just-
another team with no
What
point
would you want
guard.
him to do?
Something. They should sign Killian Hayes. Get Killian Hayes.
Side note: Victor Wembanyama is going to break Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game record.
Losers.
No, I thought it was Edie.
Not
I thought
really
Edie was
doing
breaking
The
it.
bet's 80. The bet's 80, but he's getting 100 on 16 threes minimum.
I saw more and more stuff for some reason this week about Wilt's 100-point game. Don't know why it was brought up.
Yeah, because I think
Me too,
I saw
yeah. 'Cause
Tyrese
it's like-
Maxey hold up 51 on a paper, and it's like, buddy, you're halfway there.
I do love.
I've seen,
I love like the
there's,
70s.
images or videos that are in color from that time period. It's like, or like videos of people in World War II in color.
Yeah, and they're like, but we don't have the 20-point
They
game.
had that on video. Like, where
One
was
point
Wilt's?
that I have heard that makes sense is like I've seen a bunch of in the comments, and it's like, why would they fabricate this? Back in the 60s, would the NBA really want their story to be that this black guy is getting 100 points in a game?
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I'm just being honest here.
Yeah.
Like times were different back then. He was like the only you were literally playing against like us. And then all of a sudden he's there. Like, why would they lie about this random guy getting 100 points? I think he did it. Like,
no,
I
I
think he scored 100
think he scored 100
I
points.
feel like somebody in the 60s would come out and be like, yeah, I was at the game and he didn't.
Yeah,
I feel
it'd
like
be like,
that's probably
well, yeah,
happened.
they'd be like, there's no way that he didn't score.
It probably has happened, yeah. Some old fart.
Probably some old white guy that was like, nah, I
think
didn't,
there's
I
two
didn't see that guy
people
do
that
it.
rebound.
Yeah, I didn't see him do that.
He would average like 30 rebounds. Like he
Yeah.
just wasn't. It wasn't fair.
You know what's hilarious, Chris?
It was like if Barry Bonds played with Babe Ruth.
Since
It's
we
like,
are
it's not. It's
since
different
we are-
eras.
technically talking about the trade deadline, we were looking at our list that we previewed. Can you guess how many people got traded on the list out of
3.
13? Out of 13, Wyatt, how many you guess got traded?
I'm gonna guess 4.
What's your guess, Chris?
3.
2 and 1 got cut. We
Who got
talked.
cut?
Killian Hayes.
got cut.
Yeah, we talked about Kelly Olynyk and PJ Washington, and we didn't talk about. I mean, and the other guys.
I
just
really
wasted our
thought Miles
time. I
Bridges
guess.
was gonna get traded. I couldn't believe he didn't.
It
get
seemed
traded.
like the Suns were all in on him.
I couldn't believe Tyus Jones didn't get traded.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
I
the
mean,
Wizards didn't do one other
Bridges
thing.
was literally playing his heart out to get out of Charlotte. It looked like he was bawling out to get out of Charlotte.
He wanted to sign an extension.
Yeah, he wants. I think
I don't know
him and
why.
Charlotte like. I think him and
Because
Charlotte.
they're
like
the
each
only
other.
team that'll mess with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The
they might be the only team that
Lakers-
does it. No, the Lakers do not want the spotlight on Miles Bridges. There's no way in
They
the
don't
world.
give a,
the
they
Lakers-
don't care.
They do.
about
They
all
do.
these-
They'll care. They'll care. They don't want because you know why? Because every Lakers game, it's gonna be starting off with one of the ESPN announcers talking about how Miles Bridges is a terrible person. Like they don't want that every game. They're on like every national broadcast game. And the Hornets, like you can hide him in Charlotte. Nobody watches those games. There's no reason to ever
Yeah,
talk about him.
He's tucked away real nice.
Yeah, he's in the
I think
perfect
it's
spot.
so funny how he's just like so good, but he just beat his
Just a
wife.
terrible
I don't think
person.
that's funny, but
No, but he's just a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he exercises trade veto power to stay with the Hornets. He did not want to go anywhere.
oh really?
I think he
That's
knows.
the
He doesn't.
They
He
wanted-
probably also doesn't want the national spotlight on him. Like
And
he's
maybe
fine
he's
scoring
balling
45
out
in
for
That's what
Charlotte.
I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
literally like he's in Charlotte and he's like he's fine.
All right, I think we need to wrap this up.
What a shitty guy.
Yeah.
Terrible way to.
He's a hell of a hooper, though.
Yeah, he is a hell of a hooper. I'll give you
Why
that.
he's still on the
I
floor?
take him on
Yeah.
my team.
Oh, I mean,
I
he's-
have him on my
I-
fantasy team.
Disavow.
you don't need to brag about that. Like let's relax.
He's my guy.
But hey, you're not as bad as my buddy Caleb, who I talked about last episode, who has like 3 Miles Bridges jerseys.
Oh,
Loves Miles Bridges.
That's a lot.
Loves
That
Miles
is-
How
Bridges.
many were bought?
I think
You might
I think I think
Delegation.
2 were bought pre, and I think there was 1 bought post. I
Oh,
think there was
that's
1 bought
not
post.
good.
No, it's
One
not.
butt post is
It's not.
crazy.
He also he got a Brandon
That's not
Miller
good.
immediately too, so he doesn't care. He
Ooh.
doesn't care.
Yeah, a lot of good character down there.
Yeah. Well, and yeah. All right. I gotta wrap this up. Got some people at my door coming soon, so we'll see.
That
And
was a great pod.
yeah, this is
I
awesome.
appreciate you guys having me on.
This
That was a lot of fun.
we got some yelling going. We got some real banter. I loved it.
That was the best. Like, just three voices. There's gonna be parts of this where like you can't hear.
Oh yeah, whether it's inaudible. It's inaudible. Well, thank you all for listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, follow on or subscribe to the YouTube. Follow on the Instagram, on the Twitter. That's where we get most of our stuff out there. Leave likes, leave comments. We never say to do that, so it always helps. We love to see some fans, and Wyatt is one of them. He knows. He knows.
Check out the Wild Jazz merch, guys. Check out the.
There we go. I'd love to hear it. Thank you, Wyatt, for coming on. And I think this is something we should do regularly. So
yeah,
we'll see
I
you
had
soon.
a lot of fun.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see everyone to recap the Super Bowl on Tuesday. I believe might be a Monday, but I think it's Tuesday. All right.